Good evening, everybody. This is Lady Rage on Gamers Geek Radio, and tonight we have
Travis.
Mr. Bwat.
Tony.
Z-grade celebrity Vance Major.
and how's everybody doing?
Can't complain.
If I spontaneously combust on the screen, it's just the weather, people. No need to freak out.
So it's just the weather.
Tonight on GGR's Roundtable, we will be talking about Avengers, Batman, Star Wars, and Deadpool Age of Ultron, along with Wolfenstein's releasing that is releasing in May. So, who wants to start?
Go for it.
I think we should cover the... Go ahead.
Go ahead, honey.
What I was going to say is, why don't we hit the movie first and kind of get all of our viewpoints on it. And, oh, you're busting out the mug. Maybe we should just go ahead and do Deadpool first. Show that thing off.
You know that Deadpool. That Deadpool life.
You know what? I just want to see Deadpool, even if it's a cameo. Like, where's Deadpool's cameo in the Avengers movie? Like,
he needs a shelf right here. He's a shelf right here. Just hold him right here.
It's not filled with chimichangas. I'm disappointed.
What? I'm not putting. It's a mug.
There should be a mouth hole. Put a chimichanga in the mouth hole.
I'm not putting a chimichanga in my Deadpool's mouth. No.
That sounds like a sex toy.
Oh man.
So we're off and running.
With Sony.
Yeah.
With Sony working with Marvel, do you think Fox will be able to pull the same deal with their X-Men and with Deadpool to try to cross their stuff over into the movie universe?
Honestly,
good question.
I'm gonna say this like.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Marvel has already proven to Sony that if you're not cooperating, we will basically end your whole comic book franchise. So Fox doesn't really have a choice in the whole matter of if they want to do anything with the X-Men series, because you're only making one last movie, and then you're putting up the Deadpool thing. That's a Marvel. You think, yeah, all right, it's owned by Fox, but it's not going to be for that long.
And let me put it this way: I'd be a little less worried about what Sony and Fox are going to do. Remember, you're dealing with Disney now, as they own Marvel as well, so Disney can be a wild card in how they choose to handle it.
Yeah.
Because
that is true.
Disney does own that franchise now.
Well, the thing that really got me was, like I said, last time we were doing the show, I think it was like a couple weeks ago, like, they've killed off Wolverine. I think they've killed off Deadpool. They've canceled the Fantastic Four. It's like they've done every single thing they could possibly do to kind of squash the competition. And at some point, it's kind of like, well, that's unfair because, I mean, Fantastic Four was the very first Marvel family-type group. I mean, that was supposed to be what went up against the Justice League. You know, it wasn't Avengers, it was Fantastic Four.
Right.
Right.
For them to go that far to cancel off, you know, a a comic book and a franchise, it's like, that says they're pretty serious business.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying.
You're referring to Disney, I believe, right?
What's that?
And you're referring to Disney squashing all of that?
Well, Marvel. Yeah, Marvel.
Oh, Marvel.
Okay.
Comics, yeah.
Because Marvel is realizing that they have this golden opportunity with a whole bunch of things, and most of their stories have been sold off into different directions.
Right.
And the way Sony was like, we're gonna give you Spider-Man because we don't want you to end Spider-Man. What you did with like Fantastic Four and all that stuff, like they just didn't want that to happen with Spider-Man.
Right.
That's why they gave it back to Marvel. Like here you go, free of charge.
Well, that and they were
slowly
killing the franchise themselves, like because.
Like, I mean, if you're going to talk about like the Tobey Maguire movies and everything else like that,
I'm sorry, like I'm not going to delve into that, but just the third movie and the way that he ended, where he's like weeping over Harry's dead body. I've seen high school actors that could fake crying better than that.
Yeah, it was.
And Tobey Maguire, if you're watching, there's my opinion of your acting. There you go.
See, the thing
he was good in.
Go ahead, brother.
The horse movie.
Brokeback Mountain.
Seabiscuit. No, Seabiscuit. There
Oh,
you go.
you said the horse movie. I'm sorry, man. It's more Cowboys, man.
Wow.
The point of view from the horses. God.
But I mean, there's only so many movies that they can either attempt to remake or cancel off because, like, Marvel's strength for a while has been their casting. Like, their consistent casting has been a major help in the movies, and that's why they've beaten virtually everything but Batman movies in DC, because they attempted to have the same thing because they've used Bale more than once. And the fact that, well, let's not even get started with the Deadpool botch up of Wolverine Origins. Like, that was...
And look, we've all noticed that it's been apologized for. Let's just move past it, okay?
It cannot be unseen.
Well,
No,
I think
it might not be unseen, but we can forgive and
It
forget.
happened. It was an abomination to the character. It should never have been spawned.
Let it go. Just let it go.
I think, honestly, I think in the next movie, I think they're going to kind of play upon that, because you know how Deadpool's always making references and stuff.
Right.
And I think it'd just be really great if they make, reference to Baraka Pool, per se.
Yeah.
From the
Speaking of making references, love the Baraka Pool, by the way. Yeah, I can't wait to see if they actually use that. But has anybody actually given that Deadpool game a try?
Yes, I played it. I liked it.
Same.
I'm a Deadpool fan.
I enjoyed it. Like, it was kind of off the wall, but I mean that's what Deadpool's supposed to be.
But see, one thing I'm looking forward to in the Deadpool movie is finding out who they're going to cast as Lady Death. That's what I am really hoping forward to.
Because, I mean, we all know Ryan Reynolds is shoo-in.
No, I mean, Ryan Reynolds is already there. But
Right.
I want to know who gets to play Lady Death, as in Thanos' love. The one that Thanos is actually coming to Earth to kill everybody for because of his love interest with Death.
But can they actually use that character in a Fox movie, given the fact that it's Disney and Marvel owned? They can't really use that character, can they?
Yeah, but here's the thing: when it comes down to the Marvel franchise, have you seen the Deadpool the Daredevil series, right?
I've watched the first couple of episodes.
The new one on Netflix?
All right, well,
yes.
Yeah, the new one on Netflix. Now, that's a Netflix-made movie, and they stay making references. This is after New York City. This is after that. Daredevil for Netflix is after New York City, after the Avengers.
After the first Avengers movie, yes.
It is. It's after
Yeah, because
that.
they even reference it, because the reason his original office is so cheap, she's like, the rest of the buildings on the block were completely trashed when New York was assaulted, or whatever it was.
And so if you look at that, that's owned by Netflix. That's not owned by, Fox or anything else like that.
But here's
Fox
the thing.
right now is...
Can they really stop anyone making those, even the slight references to movies like that? Because in a sense, well, I mean, they're not going to sue over that. Something that minuscule,
No,
I don't see it.
Like, did you see any references to that in the Amazing Spider-Man?
I will admit I have not seen any of the Amazing Spider-Mans. I quit after Tobey Maguire. I couldn't take it anymore. I couldn't stand it
You're not
anymore.
missing much, man.
No, I mean, you're
That's
not.
what I
But
heard.
when it comes down to it, the only type of references that you have, even regarding to the aftermath after the Avengers, is Iron Man 3, Thor, Dark World, and Captain America. And now you have the Daredevil that came out. They made mention of it, but
Winter Soldier.
Spider-Man came out. They didn't mention it.
Right.
And you have a whole bunch of Marvel things out there, and you're like, they didn't mention it.
But I mean, Marvel's they've always done that. Like, they've had a massive amount of heroes and villains in New York, but each one of them has always been in their own little world.
Right.
Like, there have been very few interactions between groupings, just
but
because...
But the way they wrote the Daredevil series is like they could just throw Daredevil into the Avengers fold, and
Well,
it's like
not really, no,
it will play.
because
It will play perfectly.
it would in in the sense that they've written it in, but the tie-in was literally less than a minute and a half of dialogue in that first episode. Other than that, there is
Right.
no tie-in. There's
With
nothing linking other than the fact that they reference Daredevil doesn't have an iron suit, or he doesn't have a hammer, and he's beating the bejesus out of these guys, and those are
Right.
casual references that you can argue are grasping at straws just because they share the same universe. There's
Well,
nothing. There's
not to
nothing major that links to the Avengers directly. And yes, you're welcome, Travis. I know that's a headache.
Actually, well, there was a scene where they were talking about how all the superheroes banging through the buildings was good for business for them. So I mean, that's an
Oh
obvious.
yeah,
Yep.
the little shadow group or whatever you want to call them.
Yeah. The people that were on top of the building. I don't know where they like. I had no idea. I was just sitting there
The
watching.
criminal Illuminati. Let's just call them that.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, Kingpin plays an integral part in everybody's storyline at
And
one point in time.
since you bring Kingpin up, and we are still kind of on the Daredevil saga here,
Yeah.
what did you think about Michael Douglas's performance of Kingpin versus the new guy they brought in? Which do you think played it off better?
You mean Michael Duncan Clark? You mean?
Or yes, that.
Yeah,
thank
yeah,
you.
yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember his name.
You said Michael Douglas, man.
Oh my God!
Michael
wow,
Douglas.
I'm sorry. Oh,
Michael Douglas. Michael Douglas played Kingpin, man.
Actually, I
Somebody's-
would have liked to see Michael Douglas play a Kingpin, man. I'd have loved to have seen that, man.
I think that's
you hear that, Marvel? Cast this man. We want it. It
no,
shall be done.
not as
As
a
Kingpin.
not as Kingpin. No, he can be like a mob boss somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, they're remaking Scarface, so
There will never be another Scarface. No, no
Anyway,
one will ever touch that.
If I can say
no,
it without
seriously,
anybody
they're
getting
remaking
too upset.
Scarface.
With
Go ahead.
Michael Clark and oh crap, now I'm screwing his name up. I keep thinking of Mike
Ah.
Douglas again. But no, I feel like he's a decent actor, but I felt like I don't know. All his lines are like kind of dry whenever he delivers them. Like he's a good
Right.
actor, but I don't think that particular role
He's a good actor for
was
certain
made for
roles,
him.
but it wasn't.
Yeah, but the one like you say, that one and Fifth Element, when he played the president in Fifth Element, I cringed at
That
every
wasn't
line
him.
of dialogue he delivered. That was Michael Clark Duncan. I promise you, he played the president.
No, that
in
was
Fifth Element.
Debo.
I'm gonna Google
Was
it.
that
Hang
Debo?
on.
Google it. That was Michael Clark Duncan, dude. I'm positive.
Michael Clark
He
Duncan?
played the president in Fifth Element.
Brian, let me ask you a question. Did you see
go.
the theatrical cut of Daredevil or the director's cut? Because the theatrical cut. to me is
Theatrical.
See,
Yeah.
if you watch the director's cut, there's so much more stuff there. There's like an extra 40 minutes worth of story, and it makes a lot more sense. And honestly, like that's a lot better movie. If you watch that one, I think you'll have a different opinion. It may not be better per se, but you'll have maybe a little bit better. Because everyone that I talk to that complains about that movie, it's always just
They haven't seen it.
not impressed with. Yeah.
Right.
All right, I hate to say this, Bwat, but no. I literally just googled the entire cast. He is not even on that list.
That was not Michael Clark Duncan that played
No,
the
it was
president. Who was
Nah.
it that played the president? Who was it?
Let me pull it back up.
The only thing I remember about the Fifth Element was that awesome dance scene, and I tried to do it myself. And a 27-year-old fat man doesn't translate well, you know.
What was he listed on the casting? Do you remember?
President
He's the president.
something.
Okay. President A.
If it won't him, them two guys could be twins.
I mean, yeah, I could have swore that was Debo. from
it might
Friday.
have been, man. It might have been.
Tommy Lister, actually.
Okay. Wow.
Tommy
Wow.
Lister.
Yeah.
Is that the guy that was on Friday? Yes or no?
Yeah, that
I
had
think
to have
so,
been.
yeah.
That had to have been. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. You're exactly right now. Yep. I'm sorry.
The only reason why I know this because Fifth Element is me. It's like one of my favorite movies. One of my favorite sci-fi movies.
But
And
you do have to admit that that guy's line delivery was
oh
horrible,
yeah,
even though I had the wrong actor.
oh yeah, yeah.
It was terrible.
I totally agree with you on that.
I'd have to say, like, I don't know the differences between the Kingpins because I'm only the second episode into the Netflix series, but like just so far, just on the 2.5, well, just on the 1.5 episodes that I've seen of the Netflix series, it really blows the movie out of the water. They put a lot of time and effort into this, and the
They
acting.
Oh
did.
yeah,
Like, I love the actor that plays Foggy. He played in Butterfly Effect too.
Right.
yep.
And like I love that actor. Everything he's in, like he never plays big parts, but you always, he always gives like A
I'll
grade.
be right back.
You know?
Right. Well, I will say this, me personally, I'm about 11 out of 12 in. I'm not going to spoil anything as far as content or anything like that. But, and I mean, I'm going to admit this, I did theater work in high school, like, so I have a little bit of a background in it. But the actor who plays the Kingpin, his emotional range, just from what I've seen, literally he goes from he hits everything and he hits it flawlessly. Like I've seen him play enraged and just borderline psychotic better than most A-listers that you have cast.
Well, Vincent
And
D'Onofrio, he played in um, shit. What's that? What is that show? Law and Order SVU, and I think it was SVU, and he
Mhm.
really knocks it out of the park in that one. He's an awesome actor. I couldn't imagine him not being a very good Kingpin.
right, like, and like, you literally can tell when he's stressed. You can tell, like, there's all these telltale emotional signs that if you look for it, it's like it's there and it's really well done. But he also manages to play human and vulnerable very, very well.
Hmm.
And same with the Daredevil actor. Like, if they cast him in that movie would have been so much better.
Well, I heard that they're doing. I heard that what they plan to do is because I think they have Iron Fist, Luke,
Yeah,
Luke
Yeah,
Cage,
well,
Luke
Luke
Cage.
Cage is Power Man, and then Iron Fist, yeah.
and then there's what is it, Jessica Jones or Jessica Jacobs or something like that. I'm not really sure what the like. I don't know any of these characters, so I apologize if I'm butchering it ahead of time. But I heard that they're gonna have like a crossover with all four of the Netflix TV shows when they're done with all of it to kind of do their own Phase 1 type for the Netflix stuff and to have it be something called the Defenders. What exactly is the Defenders, if I can ask?
Um,
The Defenders were the basic. They're.
that's Iron Fist
It
and Power
depends on
Man's
what
little group, isn't it?
it is, but it depends on which Defenders you're talking about. Because Marvel has done to the point where they've gotten 4 different universes and they have 4 different Defenders.
I think that's a partial problem. They're trying to spread themselves way too far in. Like they're
Because if it,
splitting off into all these different branches now, and it's not really helping.
yeah, like they were talking about making the Defenders, and they've already talked about making the Inhumans. When it comes down to them making the Inhumans, they've already kind of set themselves into a stone of how their movies are going to come out compared to how their Netflix and all the other stuff comes out, because the Defenders that they're talking about making will have a tie-in to the Inhumans movie
Well,
if they were going to do it right.
well, haven't the Inhumans already begun to appear in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Yeah,
Bits and pieces, yes.
Okay.
but
Did
not the
anybody-
full-fledged Inhumans team.
Now, Inhumans, they're kind of like generic version of X-Men, right?
Right.
Yeah, like the lab rat mutants,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. Did anybody actually manage to catch? There was a Captain America spinoff. I think Agent Carter was on for like 1 season, and then I think they cut
They
it.
took it off.
Yeah, they killed it. They axed it already. I was surprised.
I heard a lot of good reviews about it. I never watched an episode
Like
of it.
it got really good reviews. I saw maybe 1 or 2 episodes. I didn't get a chance to catch it all at once, but I think it was just one of those things that, like, they made a full season. They were only signed on for that, and then decided to go in a different direction.
Well, see, shows like that, and like with the Daredevil television show, well, I mean Daredevil Netflix series, like I would much rather have, something that's, 12, 13 episodes, like Walking Dead has, than to have like a 24 episode season like Gotham. I mean, 'cause that show sometimes gets, to me at least, gets kind of boring, and so it's like it just feels like it's, 6 episodes stretched out to 24 episodes, So
I will say the one thing that I think, as far as massive first seasons, and it was done properly, maybe this is just me being a bit of a fanboy here, and I apologize in advance, but the first season of Arrow was very well done in my eyes. Like, was that a yes or a no? I couldn't tell.
No, that was a yes. Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Yeah.
And honestly, I'm all for drag Stephen Amell into the Justice League movie.
Yeah, I think that would
Telling
be
you this now, they're not going to do it.
Yeah, sadly,
You
no.
literally
They're not.
just wreck my dream. Thank you.
I'm sorry. They've already announced that they're not going to take their their CW franchise and tie it into their movie franchise. It's not going to happen.
Because God forbid they have a decent actor playing a lower level superhero, because it would actually work.
And here's
I
the
mean,
thing.
it's not even like that. It's like you have Flash that's ahead, and then you have Arrow that's ahead, and it's like we don't want to pay them movie style money when they're getting TV show money.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the way I would do it, and it has nothing to do with money or anything like that or rights or whatever. Like here's the way, if they were smart, that they would do it, and you could kind of work around that whole like being part but not being part. Like they're gonna have a big screen Flash. We already have a Flash that's on television. Well, you have several different Flashes. You have Barry Allen, Jay Garrick, Bart Allen, Wally West. Have your movie version, since Bruce is already supposed to be experienced at this point.
He's supposed to be like 60-something, isn't he?
Yeah, something. Yeah,
'Cause
like
I think they're working off Frank Miller's
Not
novel,
50.
The Dark Knight
He's
Returns.
50. He's like 55.
Right, but they're
50-ish.
working off Miller's novel, at least the second chunk of it.
But if they were to have the Flash in the Justice League movie be Wally West, then you could still kind of tie it to the CW, and have it be kind of connected. But I don't know why they're not going that route. Now it says like they've talked about it freeing up, the rights, or not rights, but the characters and writers and everything. They don't want to be tied down, and so I guess that makes sense. But at the same point, it's like you've got two established universes, got tons of fans. It would give them more exposure, and it would expand, kind of like how Marvel has their stuff all expanded everywhere, and it would make sense.
And it just seems to an extent that what was supposed to be originally like a limited story with Love the Cup, by the way, just saying. And that actually was a perfect segue, because I mean they're throwing Aquaman, Wonder Woman, and all these people in just for cameos, by the look of it. And for anybody that actually read Frank Miller's novel, or for that matter saw the movie they made off of it, Wonder Woman was not in there. Aquaman had no part in it, and the way they're titling this whole thing, it may as well just be a Justice League movie instead of one versus the other, because they are literally trying to take Frank Miller's work and see how many people can we shove into this movie just to get people's seats, or just to get tickets sold and seats taken in the theater.
Well, tell me how cool it would be to be sitting there watching, Batman and Superman duking it out, and all of a sudden you've got a one-armed Stephen Amell come up with a bow and arrow and just fucking shoot Superman or whatever. Like,
yes,
that would be awesome.
yes.
Well,
let's face it,
because no, because hold on, wait, because the same way you're saying this is the same way that all the hype that's built around Marvel Age of Ultron, and how I already know how many people are going to go see this movie, because you're going to release the Star Wars movie, a little cutscene, a little sneak preview that you won't be able to see prior until like E3.
Which in reality you'll probably be able to see the next day on the internet, because somebody's just going to sit there with a camera and record it.
Possibly, but
It's
still.
Star Wars, dude.
But the real reason why most people are even going to go see the Age of Ultron movie now is because there's going to be that sneak preview of Star Wars. You have
See, I
Star
gotta.
Wars fans that was like, no, forget the. I don't want to even touch the Avengers. I don't even want to touch the Marvel movie. But you love Star Wars enough, so you will go see this movie now.
See, I gotta disagree with you on that one because they were talking about having the Batman v Superman trailer go to Mad Max, and me, I have no desire at all to see that movie. And so I was actually gonna go, but once it leaked
I,
on the internet, and in today's society, like it's gonna be on YouTube long before theaters. I don't think it's gonna make a difference if they're
Right.
fans or not, because it's already gonna be leaked out,
And I mean, in all honesty,
I don't
Travis,
know. When
like,
it comes down to that type of situation, when the things get leaked, it's not from Marvel's half that gets leaked. It's from DC's half that gets leaked. I'm just saying.
I will say honestly, just going off of what you said earlier, as far as people going to see just for the Star Wars trailer,
Yeah.
that's not the case with me. Because, like, literally, if I had the time to throw together a full costume, I'd be dressed up as Captain America, and there'd be pictures.
Well,
But
I'm not saying
that's
you. I'm
just me.
saying,
I know.
but I already there's people on Twitter. There's people on Twitter that have already said I'm a Star Wars fan. I don't want to see the Marvel's movie. I just want to go to see the trailer for
Right.
Star Wars. That was it. I was like, are you serious? Like, yeah, because I'm a Star Wars fan. I'm not a Marvel
But
fan. I don't,
you're
I'm not
bringing
into
in a
comic books.
completely separate universe that doesn't even necessarily need comics to flourish.
No, you
Like,
don't. But
that's
at
the
the
only.
same time,
It's
go
two
ahead.
different things. Like, yeah, they'd have to either sit through the movie or walk right in at the right time. But Star Wars is one of the few things that probably could have had that big of a draw attached to an already that powerful movie, because it's a completely separate universe, it's a completely separate entity, and it has its own
But it's
separate fan base that is outside of Marvel.
Well, speaking of Star Wars, all right, what did you guys honestly first reaction to the trailer? Because I'm not a big Star Wars fan.
Are we
I've seen
talking movie or are we talking games here? Sorry, I hate to interrupt.
Movie, I'm assuming.
Okay.
the trailer, yeah, because
Okay.
I'm not a Star Wars fan. I've seen the movies, but I've got to say I am so excited about this, and like it appealed to me as a kind of a newer fan because I don't know this universe and I know kind of the basics,
Right.
but seeing that Star Destroyer in the background, dude, that gave me chills. I was stoked.
I have to say honestly, like
no.
the one. Let me kind of, if you don't mind, the one thing that
Go ahead.
for me that I absolutely cannot stand that movie for is, and it has more to do with the book universe than the movie itself. Disney point blank came out and said anything in the expanded universe, prequel or otherwise, is no longer considered canon or relevant to the Star Wars universe. And me, I've actually, like, I've read the majority of what's out there from the beginnings of the Republic down to the New Jedi Order. So you're telling me that like 30 to 40 authors worth of stuff
Is null and void.
is null and
Yeah.
void. Like
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
that as a fan of the whole entirety of it, that pissed me off. Like I was borderline boycotting it just because Disney came out and said that.
See,
Well,
I have to disagree with you on that one
Why?
because I read the after. I read the New Jedi Order. I read all this. I read the New Jedi Order. I've also played the game,
Okay.
and with that type of arsenal behind your belt, and if Disney didn't say that, you would sit up there and you would criticize this movie if they didn't
Dude,
say it.
I'm
You'd be
going
like,
to
"Are
it.
you
If
seriously?"
I go to see it, you know I'm gonna do that anyway.
I know you're gonna do it, but you're not gonna sit up there and be like, "Oh, well, they got this from the New Order." Like it's following the exact same formula. They decided to go with something original and something from their own creators. And honestly, I think that's a good. I think that's a
I
good place
get
to
what they're.
start.
I get that because literally, like every inch of potential in that universe, literally has been sucked dry by one author or another. You couldn't even
Right.
expand after Episode 6 without having 6 or 7 different authors try and sue Disney. I understand that, but it does not mean that I like that they've just taken that much of a chunk out of the universe of Star Wars in general and declared it null and void. Like, you have literally ripped a ton of a massive chunk out of both prequel and post-movie timeline.
Well, see, what I would do if I was them in that case, like I would say, hey, we're going to be doing our movies. It's not necessarily going to be tied to the expanded universe, but I mean, it's still there for you guys to enjoy. But
And
basically, what they're doing, because they're having new comics and they're having new books and whatnot that are supposed to be kind of like a new expanded universe with it.
Right.
And I kind of see that as the same problem as what you just tried to get rid of. It's kind of like what they did in DC with 52, where they're like, we're going to get rid of all this continuity, but then you start over with like half that continuity still brought over, and it's like,
right.
you're not fixing anything. You're just
That is irritating.
What's that?
It's
That
irritating.
is irritating.
Yeah, and I
I'm not
kind
gonna
of
lie, like New 52 and then this new one that they had is irritating as hell.
Have you even read any of the Injustice spin-offs, comic-wise?
Yeah.
Like, some of that stuff was just like, why did you bother? You had a great formula, and then... But,
Because
do you guys
they're now
mind
starting
if...
to use they're
Go
starting
ahead.
to use the Justice Lords now.
Yeah. And I mean, I liked that storyline just from it popping up in comics and the Justice League series. I liked that. But then again, like, it seems like both comic book corporations are spread way too thin because they're trying to milk all of their characters for everything they possibly can. Kind of like Nintendo milks Mario, Link, Zelda, Samus, and all of those people every single
Thank
time.
you for this segue. Thank you for this segue.
And you're welcome. And
Go ahead.
speaking of something that's been potentially milked and let me just say, an advancement that's actually been done properly, for those of you that didn't catch what we covered the other night, the new Mortal Kombat. You wanted to go into more detail on that.
Oh,
Because
well, I wasn't
You weren't going to go there?
I wasn't going to go there. It was with the Nintendo thing. Because E3 is coming up in June. So everything that's coming out and what's going to be there and all these games that everybody's got their eye on. It's like, what is Sony going to put out? What is Wii going to put out?
It's like a 5-year-old at Christmas and they have the whole, ooh, shiny.
Yeah, and with Mr. B's rant last night, it doesn't matter what console, it doesn't matter where you're from, it just matters if you play the game or not. But this game right here is like, I might have to go buy a Wii. I might have to actually seriously go out and buy a Wii U.
What is making you support Nintendo?
Oh!
They're bringing back Star Fox.
I did not know that.
I want a Wii.
Will be at Star Fox will be at E3, and Wii U is going to do a presentation for the new Star Fox game.
Dude, we need to delve more into this.
Yeah, I am excited about that.
Because
like 2 things that I've been wanting is a new Star Fox and a new Conquer.
And Conquer's coming out too.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Mr. B's like, I'm going to run out and buy a Wii. I'll see y'all later.
Yeah, no kidding, man. Actually, no, I think Microsoft has the rights to Conquer now, man.
You know what I want to see come out again, even if it's just like a reboot? And maybe this is just me being a bit of a Sony fanboy, but Crash Bandicoot, you need to bring it back and resurrect it.
Oh, yeah.
I need Gex the Gecko.
They actually did that. They did a revamp on the PS3. There was a limited console re-release. And I think it's still on the store if you have a PS3.
Gex?
Yeah.
For Gex the Gecko?
Yes. They released a revamped PS1 Classic version. It's made for the...
get this.
Dude, I'm half tempted to like add you on a hangout after this and scroll through the store just so I can see if they still have it. And I will sit there and I will play it while you're on webcam.
Nice.
just to give you the experience without having the controller in your hand.
True. No. That's like give and take, man. No.
Exactly.
It's like sticking a carrot. Yeah, no. At the same time, no.
That's
good.
like giving you a piece of candy and then being like, and it's mine again. Nope.
Excuse me, gentlemen.
Yes, ma'am.
Hate to interrupt you. You're doing awesome, by the way. Love yous. But just so you don't get like surprised, or we might be having a follower come in and join us for the show. He just messaged me and asked. It's Brandon Beavis.
All right.
Oh, cool.
Oh, Beavis. Beavis. I know Beavis.
Yes, you know the Beavis.
I know the Beavis. I know him. He's a cool guy. He plays Destiny with us. Yeah. All right. So, Mr. B, you're gonna love this.
Go for it.
Because Borderlands 3.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's gonna be at E3
Nice.
as well. I'm gonna love this because it's finally confirmed that Gears of War 4 is actually gonna be there. It's actually gonna be a Microsoft exclusive game.
Isn't
So
it?
my Xbox,
Isn't Cliffy off of this one now?
yeah. No.
Like he bailed after the third one, didn't he? He said he was done.
No, because this is made by Black Husk Studios, which
Oh, okay. So it's a completely
after Epic Games. After Epic Games got taken like straight apart and slaughtered, Black Husk, which is owned by a part of Bethesda, they decided to
Thank
pick
you,
them
by
up.
the way, for
and it's
that.
like,
That was a perfect segue to where I wanted to go next. Sorry. Continue.
okay. They're going to pick them up, and the creator for Gears 1, Gears 2, and Gears 3 is the president of Black Husk. So,
So Cliffy is still directly involved in everything.
yeah.
Okay. All right.
It makes my heart like
Well,
shudder.
first of all, all right. Bethesda at E3, they're releasing several new titles. Actually, they've got a fairly good crop of stuff. What you've already mentioned, they're making a sequel to Dishonored as well.
Yep.
There's a new Doom.
Yep.
And last but not least, Wolfenstein officially has a prequel now. It's called Wolfenstein: The Old Blood. And for those of you that played New Order, I think it was one of the first titles that hit PS4 and Xbox One. Like, it was shortly after the release of the consoles. It is still an FPS, and the plot itself is split this time. There's multiple different characters. It's kind of similar to what Grand Theft Auto 5 did, where you split the stories to an extent, as far as, how you can swap between Trevor, Michael, Franklin, and all that. Similar concept, except you've got a general death shed that is basically going to be your typical, your main baddie, and a lot of this is like it's a typical Wolfenstein, but because you're looking for artifacts, there's Nazis involved, but it's more of it seems like it's going to be a lot of kind of like what Episode 1 is, hopefully from Star Wars without Jar Jar Binks being involved this time in some form or fashion. I'm sorry, like Jar Jar Binks should have been run over and died in the first movie. Should have the little ATT or whatever the heck you want to call the giant droid thing should have just hit him, run him over, and just kept going.
Maybe it's me. Maybe I didn't find like after I watched the movie like 27 times. Yeah, I had a problem with Jar Jar Binks, but the first time I watched it, I didn't have a real problem with Jar Jar.
His voice was like on a
nails on a chalkboard. No,
to
it was like nails on a chalkboard. It wasn't like nails on a chalkboard. It
literally,
was
like,
nails
even
on a
in the
chalkboard.
third one, I was like, I hope he walks up to Anakin while Anakin is like midway through his rampage in the Jedi Temple, and I just wanted to see Anakin just go, shunk, just like lock Jar Jar's head off.
Nah, he should have He should have sent them flying out the window like he did Mace Windu.
Yeah, you know what? You know what? Windu should have lost the hand, and then magically out of nowhere, Jar Jar just like casually waddled into the middle of that.
He got
And-
Mace got a bad death scene. Okay, I'm sorry.
You know what? No,
like Samuel Jackson got a real bad death scene.
He really didn't.
out
If
the
you
window,
think about
though?
it, like,
Out the window.
well, look at it this way: the death itself, yeah, it may have been lackluster, but leading up to it, that was probably some of the best parts of that movie.
Samuel
whole
Jackson
exchange
has
between-
died in some epic ways.
Well,
but
dude, I'm
the
not
worst
saying-
way he has died is getting thrown out that window.
I'm not saying,
no. The
I'm-
worst way he died is in Deep Blue when he got eaten by
Oh.
the shark.
Yeah.
No, that was funny. That was funny.
The
I
CGI
can
was horrible.
forgive that.
Travis.
Yeah, the CGI
You're
was
telling
horrible.
me that
No, that was
you're
horrible.
telling me
but
the first
mid-speech,
time you-
that shark just came up and was like, "Yeah." That was great. That was great.
Dude, you're telling me the first time you watched Revenge of the Sith that
Yeah.
you weren't sitting there being like, oh my god, what's Anakin gonna do? What's Windu gonna do? There wasn't that massive moment of suspense for you, even though you knew the end result?
No, because I was like, man. if
Maybe I just
Mace
let
Windu
myself
doesn't
get
go out like a
immersed into
G,
the movie a little too much. I don't know.
I was like, first of all, I was like, it's Samuel Jackson. If Samuel Jackson doesn't go out like lightsaber getting sliced through him, head decapitated, if he doesn't lose a body part in some way, I'm sitting here like,
Well, wait a minute. Won't those movies rated like PG or PG-13? So
Revenge of the
they-
Sith was
they-
PG-13.
You
They
had him
cut
killing kids.
you can't be cutting off a lot of limbs in a
you had
PG-13 movie.
Qui-Gon Jinn get cut in half.
Well, yes and
yeah,
no.
but-
Well, no. Qui-Gon
And then
Jinn
he got
didn't get
kicked.
cut in half. Qui-Gon Jinn did not get cut in half. He got
What?
Maul gets cut in half.
Mhm.
Maul gets cut in half. Qui-Gon basically just gets
Okay.
impaled in the stomach, and then he has this little
You're
moment
very
where
right.
he just drops
Yep.
over and dies. And
But
then
his
Ewan McGregor's like,
Qui-Gon Jinn's death mattered more. Qui-Gon
yes,
Jinn's
because
death
you know why?
mattered more.
You know why? You know why? Qui-Gon-
Samuel,
hold on.
Mace Windu's death didn't matter though.
You
Wait,
know
I
why?
kicked out
You know why?
window.
Because Qui-Gon was white. Because Qui-Gon was white.
You
Wait a
guys,
second.
you guys
You
know
don't pull that card. You went that
I'm a bit of a
card.
Liam
Yes.
Neeson
Thank
fanboy,
you.
Wait a
y'all
second.
know
Wait a
that.
second. Wait.
Go ahead.
You're telling me that Qui-Gon Jinn was more important than Mace Windu?
Silence ensues.
No, go ahead. No,
Oh,
I didn't
wait.
say it. No,
Wait.
Like
no. I'm
That
not the one
blows
that
my
said it.
mind. That because Mace Windu was so cool. As much as I like Liam Neeson, Qui-Gon Jinn was a punk, dude. He was so boring to watch.
I'm
That
saying
was
that.
not Neeson's fault, man. That was not Neeson's fault.
No, it wasn't Neeson's fault, but
No,
Qui-Gon
that was the writing.
Qui-Gon could have
You
been
had
done
more
better.
kids. You had more kids crying when Qui-Gon Jinn died than Mace Windu died.
Actually, dude, you know what? Like Qui-Gon Jinn's, yeah, it kind of, it hit a chord with me. But when Mace Windu died,
Wait,
like-
wait.
Hmm?
Kids were crying for Qui-Gon? All the kids were
Yes.
in the theater. I was.
People were freaking out, man.
Qui-Gon,
When Darth
Qui-Gon's
Maul
death,
impaled him, and he just like zoop. I was like, oh.
think about
my
it though.
God.
Think about
I
it.
gotta be with Vance though.
Let me interject
I think
here.
the people
real
that may
quick.
have gasped were folks that were fan and knew about the Star Wars universe. People that just came in there to watch the movie, they didn't give a shit if
But here's
Qui-Gon
the
died or
thing,
not. He didn't
here's
have
the
enough
thing.
character development.
It may not have been Qui-Gon as a character, but think about it. Qui-Gon was the first Jedi we actually saw get murdered in a lightsaber duel
Yeah,
on screen.
I know that. You know
So it was
that,
probably
but
more of the
people that
shock
were
value of
casuals
that.
went in there and watched it did not know that.
But they had fallen asleep during the trade negotiations. Who was the
You
With
wake
Mace
up, this
Windu,
is
though.
epic fight going on.
with
Mace
Mace
Windu
Windu?
went from killing kids to kicking Samuel Jackson out of a window.
See, and that's the thing. Like, I think that would have made the turn a lot better. Like, don't have him kind of stalling till the Emperor can cheat and get him out the window. Like, that was kind of lame. I think Samuel
Thank you.
Jackson. he should have either gone down fighting 20 fucking, stormtroopers
Thank you.
doing whatever 66 it was.
No,
Either
no, no,
that,
no, 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 no.
or have
If he
Anakin.
died in 2, that would have been a lot better.
No,
Or
no,
he
no,
died in
no.
that ring,
You
in
know
that
what?
arena.
What
That
I would
would've
have
been
loved to
10
have
times
seen,
better.
what I would have loved to have seen
Or have
is
Anakin. Oh, sorry, brother. Go ahead.
either that, like, yeah, have him fight Anakin, or where was Asa Ventress during all this? Drag Ventress into it and have the two of them duke it out.
Well, see,
Because-
I think if
First
you
of all, I think Mace Windu would kick Ventress's ass. I'm just
Exactly.
saying,
Like he could have murdered
that's a
Ventress.
hands down contest.
Right. He could murder Ventress, and then you could have the whole thing with the Emperor, because that is not, it's, at least at that point, it's not like you're sitting there waiting 30 minutes for Anakin to have this massive moral dilemma, being like, oh my god, do I save my wife or do I be a man? I get it, because that was boring as all hell. Like,
It
literally,
was.
You're sitting there, and like, Padme's looking out the window, she's all pregnant, Anakin's, like, wrestling with his thoughts and feelings and all this crap that men never actually do in real life.
You
So,
need to get
I'm
that, you need to
gonna.
get that dude some Zantac or something. Man.
Xanax. Now.
Yeah.
He needs something. Like,
No, you know what he
oh,
needs?
man.
You know what he needs? He needs a death stick. Just
He's
go
become-
down, get him like a modded Camino Saber Dart and have him chill out.
And I just would like
Yes,
to
lady.
Brandon Beavis is with us now.
Beavis! What's up, man?
What's up, man?
Hello.
Chirp, 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 chirp.
Cool story, bro.
Anyway, but yeah, like, honestly, I would have rather have seen Mace Windu go down a lot differently. Like, even
That's what I'm saying.
if he dies in a lightsaber fight with the Emperor, like, that would have been more respectful than the Emperor just being like, bye-bye.
That's what I'm saying. Like you gave Yoda, like the most epic fighting style ever.
You know what,
He gets to
honestly,
jump with a lightsaber.
what I would have loved to have seen, and I know it's not, like, ungodly plausible as far as, like, lifespan or whatnot, I would have loved to have seen Mace Windu somehow survive, whether he catches onto a speeder or something as he's falling down, finds, like, a cryogenic...
Now you're just
Chamber.
grasping at straws.
Yeah, I know, right?
let me finish. And tell me this would not be...
This is the fanboy art section right
Exactly.
here. This is what this is.
Yes. All right. Windu somehow survives. Insert whatever means you like as far as possibility. You put him on ice for X amount of years, and think about it. Would you rather have Obi-Wan and Yoda training Luke, or would you rather have Mace Windu in his prime training Luke? What
I'm
difference
gonna tell you
would that
this
have made?
now.
What difference would that
Mace
have made?
Windu. You gotta think about it like this. It's Mace Windu.
Like,
Just
Luke
throw
wouldn't have bothered.
Samuel,
Like,
you just froze Samuel Jackson in carbonite, and then woke him up 400 years into the future.
well, not even carbonite, because cryo freeze did technically
Wait.
exist.
Wait. And then you're gonna wake him up, and then you're gonna give him freaking pansy, fresh out the dock, Luke Skywalker. That
He's a
nobody
Jedi
likes.
Council member. That's kind of his job.
Wait. And then you're gonna tell him that basically Darth Vader, Anakin, and Palpatine have got a moon base, and he has to train this one kid that happens to be related to him. And you're gonna tell that to Mace Windu, and you
Yes,
think that's
I
gonna
am.
play out well?
I am, yes, because you know what would have happened if Mace had actually trained Luke?
I want Vince to just shut this whole thing down because I know he has something for it. Vince has something for it.
Dude, this is the scene I want. It would be like a cutscene that could be inserted since George likes fucking inserting shit. I want Mace Windu to fly out the window, and all of a sudden Mace Windu catches onto a speeder, and it's fucking Jar Jar Binks. And he's like, oh, fuck this shit, and he just drops off.
No,
Oh, man.
did anybody actually see the deleted scene from Avengers? Because they jacked shit from Star Wars. Like, there's a mashup of you see him as Nick Fury, and Loki
Yeah.
is droning on about like the power of how the power of the Tesseract is this massive, unlimited powered source, and then it just kind of clips back to Loki going unlimited power, unlimited power, unlimited power. Then you just out of nowhere see Anakin just come in and just like chop the hand off, and then Mace Windu they go through the whole death scene, and then Fury kind of just like shakes himself out of a reverie, and he's like, "Well, let me know if unlimited power wants a magazine."
Yeah.
So, are you guys generally excited for this new Star Wars movie? I mean, despite all the canon
Yeah.
stuff.
All right,
Yeah,
man.
like,
Here's my
I
thing
hope
about
Disney
it.
does it well.
Oh my gosh! Not everybody go at the same time.
I'm excited about the movie, but I'm a little bit. And I've been fairly quiet tonight, man. It's my turn.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah, look, I'm excited about the movie. I'm scared about the casting. The fact that they brought back some of the original cast members, I think it's awesome. But I'm just hoping they're not doing it in a way to just force them into the movie. I hope their characters are well written.
Well, Hamill's actually sorry.
Yeah, I just don't want them there to be like, look, we got the original cast back, and their characters be complete trash. I can see that happening. But
Hamill's actually gone on record as far as his role. he gets a very decent chunk as Luke, but it's more of Luke in the Jedi Master Jedi Academy aspect instead of like, oh, I'm the only Jedi left that he had in like 4, 5, and 6.
Technically, I guess Leia's a Jedi.
They want to do the whole passing of the torch thing, and they really kind of have to. Because
all right, well, I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna segue this into the Mortal Kombat thing because
passing of the torch, Scorpion's about to get referenced, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because Scorpion trains Takada, and Takada is Kensei's son, and as Hanzo, after he gets replicated and all that other stuff, and he's not Scorpion anymore, he's Hanzo. So you have these new characters, and the new characters are basically the old characters' kids. In some form or some way, they're their kids. And their storyline is basically, we need to stand up and we have to fight for, Earthrealm, and we have to come together and do all this other stuff, whatever. But it's their past and their history that brings them together is kind of why I can see the Star Wars movie working out, because it's a new generation.
But they have to do this properly. Like, one potential just screw up and the whole thing. Like, I mean, that's why NetherRealm for me, like, they've done everything properly over the years. Like, there's been no, oh, where is this character coming from? And they've managed to build on great franchises and do it well. Like, just from what I've seen of the new Mortal Kombat, the fatalities are even worse than ever.
Yeah, the fatalities are gory as hell.
Like, they are brutal.
Like, no, the fatalities are fatalities. The brutalities are, oh my god, like...
Did they leave babality in there?
No, there's no babality.
Sad face.
There's... what is it? There's brutality, there's
quitality now, isn't there?
There's quitality, but there's
Isn't that
brutality. Yeah.
Okay.
But that's something if you play online and somebody decides to back out after they're getting their butt whooped so many times.
So basically, that's for the people who think, oh, I'm just gonna ditch this law because I can't handle another loss.
Yeah, basically.
Basically, you want Soul Calibur when this thing ends up happening.
I mean, honestly, I'd be really happy if that played out like that. I'm not gonna lie.
Dude, I'd be really happy if I ever end up managing to get a 360 in Soul Calibur and we actually manage to make this happen. Like, that alone I'd be happy.
I mean, we need to make that happen. That Soul Calibur thing needs to happen.
You know what? No, we need to Twitch this. Like, that needs to be like one of our things.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. We could do that.
We could do that on like a guys' night. We'll just like Twitch the thing. We'll Twitch the game.
Somehow that's gonna work out.
Well, it won't be me broadcasting.
Somehow we'll go make that work out.
Oh my!
Mr. B, basically, if we did that, you'd probably end up being the dude in the cheering section somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Or you'd be the commentator on it.
Exactly.
No, I mean he'd have to talk. He would have to talk in this one.
I would be able to play. I just wouldn't be able to stream it. Like, it would not be a thing.
if we if we set the video up properly, we could give him enough space between the character selection to where he can sit there and commentate on choices before the fight started.
Possibly.
I really want to do this now. Like the wheels are kind of turning.
I just gotta figure out how I'm gonna do that
Yeah, same
right
here.
now.
Well, I need to get a system and the game first, but yeah.
Yeah. So when
Details.
you get that, and then
It's like
we're
until the
gonna,
one happens, we're not going to worry about the rest of it.
we're gonna
But
have a check mark. We're gonna be like,
I
all right, you got
think
the game, you got the system, check. How are we gonna torch this? Check. We're doing it. Check.
and Lady's just going to sit there keeping us all accountable as we go down this list.
Yep.
But
You
it's
got
kind of
that
funny.
straight.
What was that?
I said you got that straight. I would.
How's that
But,
rate going, lady?
But
I haven't
Bethesda,
been in
honestly, sorry. Bethesda, honestly, they've taken more heat over the lack of a game being at E3 than any of the titles they've thrown out there as far as what they're making. Like I have not seen any developer take more heat over not having something at E3 than Bethesda has over not having anything new Fallout-wise.
Are
Like
you
they
kidding
have
me?
been
Like
getting
that's
rained
the one thing that
over it.
everybody wants is Fallout.
Exactly.
It's like, but Bethesda
Well,
has taken this smart approach about
dude,
this because they don't want to rush it and they don't want to throw some crap out there
I
about.
have a question.
shoot.
Did they feed like coding back into the very last minute and then announcing that they're there? Do you think?
It
There has
is
been a lot of
doable,
rumors.
but I mean,
Nah.
I think something would have leaked by now in some form or fashion
Yeah.
because Fallout is way too hot of a title.
Fallout is, and they haven't made a Fallout like since when, like
What was it, New Vegas?
2009?
New Vegas.
New Vegas was
It's
it,
like
yeah.
2009, right?
Right.
So if nothing's leaked about a new Fallout, no whispers, no nothing.
But I mean, didn't Bethesda also take over, they have the rights to Bioshock now as well?
Do they? Yeah, they
That
do.
I hope not, because damn, it's going to be 6 more years before we get another Bioshock.
We don't
No,
technically even
we-
need another
we-
Bioshock.
We
Fight your
don't,
talk.
but we don't.
We do.
We don't.
For those people listening at Bethesda, disregard Lady's response. It is not the response of the... I'm kidding.
Please don't. Like, in the wintertime, especially with Assassin's Creed coming out, there's
I
going
could
to
see
be
that
a
being
new Assassin's Creed.
Bethesda's dark horse. I could see them having a Bioshock sitting and waiting, and I could see them having a Fallout sitting and waiting. Because as of this point, they're throwing out quality titles, but none of them have that can
I wanna
match
know
what
how-
a Fallout or
I
a
wonder how-
Bioshock would.
I want to know how pissed off people would be if Bioshock. No, if they made Fallout an Xbox One exclusive.
They won't. You can guarantee it, they won't.
Are you sure about that?
There are too many Sony gamers that are addicted to the Fallout series. The strength of the Fallout series is that it has been multi-console.
Mhm.
In addition to the
Right.
writing, the writing and programming is ungodly well done, but
Mhm.
also the fact that it caters to everyone, but the sad, sorry people that are sitting on Nintendo's Wii. We feel for you. It is not our fault. Go buy it. Go
Y'all
buy
about
it.
to get Star Fox. No,
Receive.
bump that. Y'all about to get
Yeah.
Star Fox.
I will
Bump
say
all that. Y'all about to get
Nin-
Star Fox.
Nintendo's
nobody else is about to get Star
exclusives.
Fox.
Nintendo's exclusives are what's saving it, because don't get me wrong, like the exclusives are the only reason I would buy the systems ever.
They're about
But
to
then
come out with
again,
another
what
Xenosaga.
But then again, what they've done with the exclusives nowadays, like I really think that they need to go a different direction. Like Smash Brothers,
They're
don't
about to
get me
get
wrong.
Xenosaga.
I know, but I'm referring to like Link and Mario and a few others. Like
The thing about it is the old games, like, and my knowledge of video games is kind of limited, so forgive me if I'm not entirely, up to par like you guys are, because you guys obviously know what you're talking about. But
That's fair.
I remember when I used to buy video games, like, and it would be like Mario or Zelda or something. Like, I had that sense of, wow, this is something special. And from all the Nintendo games lately, it's like they've kind of lost that, the newness factor, where it was like, man, this is something I've got to have, and I don't know, like, I want to get a Wii U. Like, honestly, that would be the console that I would get, because I'm a pretty simple game player, but they haven't done anything to draw me in. Honestly, the same old Smash Brothers. Like it's kind of like regurgitating the same old shit. At least that's my take.
That right.
Yeah,
That's,
Nintendo. I mean, if that's what you want to buy, man, by all means go ahead. But just know that Wii U does not get the third-party support that the PS4 and Xbox One get, man. Just saying, they just don't.
that right there has been my biggest regret with Nintendo, because I will buy it because of Smash Brothers or Star Fox or whatever the nostalgic title is, and then I will end up instantly, as soon as I get done with whatever it is, regret it. Like, I will end up wanting to trade it in and get rid of it entirely, because a lot of it is it's the same labels and the same characters, just with a few different twists. There really is, like, Nintendo as a company is an example of, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yep.
Like, because that has got that, like, Nintendo is being kept alive by a bunch of hardcore gamer fanboys who, if you slap a Mario label or a Zelda label or a Star Fox or Smash Brothers label on it, and anyone can identify with it as far as nostalgia, they run off to it, they buy it, and they sit on it, and they're happy with it. But for your average gamer, like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I still have times where I'll go back and I'll play something just to take that walk down memory lane.
Hello.
Well, see, and that's the thing. Like you say, the nostalgia factor. Like, I have a Wii that I play, and I've got a lot of like my emulators and stuff on there, and I've got a couple of games, but outside of that nostalgia factor, there really is not much there. And
Hey, can anyone hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can.
Hey,
Go,
Vance.
Vance.
Hey, sorry about that.
Continue, Vance.
And for as much, like you said, like what you'll do is you'll buy it, and then you'll play it, and you'll sit on it, and and as soon as you're done with it, you're just like, fuck, and that's kind of how I was.
It's a waste.
Yeah, like, and honestly, like, that's how I feel about the Wii U. Is I'm waiting for something to entice me, but it's just, there's nothing there that says, wow, this is special.
Right.
And
Because
that's I kind of thought that it would be that way with the Wii when I first got it, and it really wasn't. Because that was when they first did the New Super Mario Brothers for the Wii, and I bought that because that was the first time that the two-dimensional Mario was brought back to the big systems, and so for me that was enough to draw me in. But for this, it's like I like you said, it's just a little tweak here and there that's different, but it's the same old shit.
Like, I need to
There
see
was no reason
something.
for the
I need to see something groundbreaking from Nintendo. Otherwise, like, why do they keep making games? Because all it is the same package. And Brandon, you need to
Yeah,
do
Brandon,
something
your
about
mic,
that,
dude.
please. Okay. Anyway,
Sorry.
Nintendo needs to do something different. I mean, because at this point, all they're basically doing is, we're gonna release all of these games, which is basically the same content, slap a fancy new label on it, and be done. And we will happily laugh as we run to the bank, deposit the checks with your hard-earned money, as we do. Like,
Well, it boils down to this: nostalgia is going to run out eventually.
exactly.
And for someone like me, who I make more than enough money now. I can go and buy any system I want. It's just a matter of justifying how much am I actually spending.
Right. But, like, my thing has always been, if I'm going to invest in a console, I want to actually know that I'll use it, know that I'll log the time on it, and it'll be worth what I pay for it, regardless. Like, I will be less likely to buy a Wii U, and honestly, I'll probably buy a 3DS before I'll buy a Wii U, because a lot of the
I never
titles,
use a Wii U, so honestly, 3DS is
a lot of
actually
the titles are coming out for not just the Wii U, but the handheld as well.
Well, that's Nintendo's biggest thing right now is the 3DS. Their handheld. Like, no offense to the Sony Visa, I think what they have, or whatever they have out now. Like Nintendo is really not. They're untouchable in the handheld department, but it's their game consoles that do you really want to spend that much money to plug something up where you can go to Sony, pay an extra $100 and get something with 10 times more variety.
Right. I mean, I really think that, yes, Nintendo knows what they're doing to an extent, but they need to decide one way or the other. Are we making consoles or are we making handhelds? And in
Right,
all
which road are we
honesty,
going
I
down?
think
Right.
they're better off with the handhelds than they are at the consoles at this point. I'm not saying they have not made consoles that have not completely just decimated at the time that they were released, because
They'd be better with the handhelds though than anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I mean their handhelds always do great, even though they haven't changed much. They're good with them, but their consoles seem like they're just kind of really half-assed it.
Because the handhelds actually have a little bit more variety to it,
Yeah.
and the consoles seem like they're just restricted.
Well, the thing with the Wii U, and again, I don't know anybody that has one, so I can't really get confirmation. But when I look at it, it's like they have the one controller that's kind of like the Wii controller, then they have that other big kind of pad-looking thing.
I have a Wii U.
Huh?
Said I have a Wii U.
Well, then, what the hell is that big pad? Like
it's kind of like having a 3DS that's linked to the Wii itself. So it works the same with the game you're playing on the Wii, which is cool unless, of course, you have the Wii. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. Honestly, it's pointless.
Like, you're better off for and the way that was priced separately. Like, if you bought just the tablet, you're almost better off just buying a lower generation of an iPad, and you'll get more use out of it.
Yeah.
Well, Nintendo's trying pretty hard because they made their Amiibo only work with the Wii U. So if you don't have the Wii U, you can't get the Amiibo.
And let's be realistic. Like, Amiibo for me is like Skylanders. I will not waste money on anything of the like. Like, if I collect a statue.
Hey, wait a minute. Hold up. Time out. Because when it comes down to collecting, like, action figures...
I was wondering when you were going to jump back in.
Like,
you know what?
When it comes, like, that Amiibo thing, I love that.
I'm not gonna look, the Amiibo thing. I don't have a problem with it myself, but honestly, it's more for kids because, like, my son, he's 6 years old, he loves it, but as an adult, I'm like, this is pointless. But again, same with Skylanders, it's little kids love that stuff. They love to collect them. They love to play with them. So Nintendo's not dumb for doing it. They were aiming for younger kids to keep the younger generation focused on gaming. They were like, okay, if we can get the kids, we can keep their attention. That's why they did it. It had nothing to do with us.
Right, it had everything to do with a marketing gimmick. And Travis, as far as your everybody does it, yeah, that was from Injustice.
I told you, like, everybody does it.
I still have that.
But the problem with that mentality of they made it for the kids, and like I can understand that mentality of we need to appeal to a younger generation, but I know I hang out with plenty of people that they got kids, and they're happy with their parents' phone, where they're playing games, on the phone and whatnot. So it's like, do you really want to spend that much money for something that you're not really, I don't know, like, it just, the whole thing doesn't make sense to me.
But see, kids nowadays, if they look at it and they go to the store and they say, oh, I can have this little figurine of Mario or Luigi or whoever, and if I put it on this little thing, he's going to show up on the screen. They love that kind of thing. So honestly, it does work. For little kids, it works perfectly.
But if they, like, took it and added an adult type of... Because everybody knows that, Nintendo's Japanese. Like, if they took, like, Japanese... some anime characters out there and made them into this and put them on that, I'd buy it. I would.
Yeah, but you also have to look at the fact that when it comes to the Japanese mind frame in the marketplace, honestly, we're like their secondary income. People over in Japan, they love Nintendo. It doesn't matter, old, young, anime, Mario Brothers, they will pay top dollar for anything. So,
and that's why when I said, go ahead.
I was going to say, they don't care what we like or don't like, because over there, this stuff is killing it. I was there last year. This stuff is killing over in Japan. Like, they don't care about what we like or don't like, because in Japan, they're selling out, like, in a day.
Because what I was segueing into was they've already made an animated style, because they've already made their animation Amiibos, and they're only in Japan.
Right.
And in order for you to even have one in America, you need to have a Japanese. You need to have that
The mods or
Japanese.
whatever.
Yeah, you need to have that here. They've
Yeah.
already got it over there. They've already got
Yeah.
these nice little these nice little figurines of anime characters that you can put on the thing, and they show up, and it's awesome. I love that. If I could get over there and I can actually get me one, then it's a whole different story. But
hey, I'll tell you now,
who
it's
knows?
honestly, hey, when I went over to Japan, I thought I would be surrounded by anime stuff. It'd be everywhere.
Nah,
I
it's
got
not
there,
like that.
I had to search out for this stuff.
Yeah.
I had no idea where it was. I even asked people that were there, like grew up and were born there, and I'm like, oh, and where's the anime store? And they go, what are you talking about?
What are
Like
you
I had to search for that stuff.
Yeah, it's a underground cult following, even as big as it is over here in the States. In Japan, no, they still think of it as
Oh yeah.
Nerdy otaku type of
Yeah,
behavior.
we took it in America. We took it and ran with it to
Yeah.
an extent that the Japanese could never even comprehend. They never thought it would be that big of a following. Like for them,
Yeah.
it was, oh, we did this fun. Okay, fine. But the Americans took it and went, oh my God, it's the best thing in the world.
Yeah.
Well, question for all you guys: where do you guys see video games going as a franchise as a whole? Like, where do you
I see as a whole, the stores are about ready to just completely drop off the map, and people are going to go just straight up.
download?
It's gonna go digital,
Digital.
download everything. Yeah, it's going
Yes.
digital for sure.
Eventually, it's going there. It's not going there just yet.
No,
No,
but
it's
Xbox
there.
started it.
No,
Honestly, Xbox is trying.
Yeah, they wanted to do that, but they can't do it right now because you still have people out in the world like Lady and I who can't do all digital downloaded content. Like, I'm
True,
not going to wait a
but-
week to download a game.
But eventually, they're going to make it to where you don't have to wait that length of time. See, they started it. Xbox was smart. They put it out there, and they didn't force it on you, but they put it there. So eventually, it's going to come to the point where they don't need to have a force. It's going to be that's the only way to get it, and you're going to be able to, and then there.
Right.
I mean, look at the same way they focused on when they went from VHS to DVDs. Eventually, at first, it was, oh, we have both, and then it was, good luck finding a VHS.
Yeah, no
Right.
kidding.
It's going to be the
Guys,
same thing.
Guys, I used to have a Betamax. Just saying.
Dude,
Oh,
Oh.
crap.
Hold on,
Oh
dude,
my
I still have
God.
my Atari in my room. I just found it. I can plug that in and turn it on.
See, my Atari's in storage, but my
Mine
Super
was.
Nintendo's over there.
I found it. Oh, I've got my Atari, my Nintendo, my Super Nintendo, my 64. I'm like having a field day.
But when it comes oh my gosh, when it comes down to the actual gaming industry and what direction they're going with, honestly, they're going to build up social media more than I hate to say it, but that's where it's going. It's going into this trying to be a social media type of thing. It's not looking great, but it's not like, oh my God, I'm gonna stop gaming.
Yeah,
you guys,
there's going to be a transition phase for sure on that.
do you guys
It's
think
getting very self-destructive.
do you guys think that like what they're doing with like having another Mortal Kombat, another Star Fox, another Wolfenstein, do you think that's kind of like what's happening in Hollywood with all the reboots and whatnot? Do you think that's a good thing or a bad thing? Like
It's definitely a bad thing, honestly. Especially either way, it's all a bad thing. Because I'll tell you now, they should have stopped making Mortal Kombats years ago. It's
Ooh.
sorry, it's done.
No, dude,
Yes.
no, wait.
Done.
Travis
wait,
is about to
hold
jump down this
Hold up.
dude's throat.
Hold up. No.
Travis, should I get the chain ready?
run for the hills.
Get over here.
Come here.
No, all right. Like, Mortal Kombat I feel like that's a generational game. If it's like, fighters are generational games. And for Mortal Kombat to be gone as long as they were and to come back like they did for the 360, yeah, that was good. But that only applies to the generation that wanted Mortal Kombat to come back. That's why it came back the way it did. Now, Mortal Kombat X is the starting platform for the Xbox One and the PS4. It's not for, it's not this, oh my God, we made this game so that we can have something out for the console that was a fighter that you didn't have to wait for and be entirely upset about. It's like when they came out and made Fight Night or make a freaking boxing game every year. It's like,
hold on, I have a question for you. Do you remember Mortal Kombat Sub-Zero?
yeah,
That was a terrible game. I just wanted to say that.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
No, you know what though? I can't really say much about the new one because honestly, myself, I have not played it. I have not. I wish I could, but I haven't. But
if you,
before the new one, I felt that everything was being done over and over again, and I was getting very tired of it. And I can also say that, like you said, it's a generational thing because honestly, the 3D with Mortal Kombat I felt was very unnecessary. I did not see the 3D weapon, 3 different fighting styles for characters. I thought it was too much. Like, it was too cartoony for me.
Right.
So you feel you feel like it's kind of like Mario fatigue with what's going on.
It's like it was too much for me. Honestly, I still love the original Mortal Kombat of simple punch, kick, grab, block, just the simple play the game, have fun with it.
Oh, trust me, and that's where my heart lies at.
But speaking of just playing the game and having fun, let's kind of remember that these are fighters, whether it's Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, Smash Brothers, whatever. Their value is not meant to be in what can I sit down and run through in a day. Their value is still and always will be you get a group of people together, and their value is going to be in that tournament setting.
But see, that's the thing about it. That's why I say that the gaming industry is self-destructive because there is no 4-player sit down in a house together anymore type of style of gaming.
No, he's right. Absolutely.
You need to be online through another phase of wall there. There is no getting out trying to meet new people type of situation. All you're doing is meeting people off of social media. That's all you're doing.
And because honestly, I would rather be in a house full of people with 3, 4, 5 different Xboxes linked together and having a Halo match of teams of 4.
Exactly.
I would love to do that because I used to do that back, when Halo was there and you had 4 or 5 Xboxes. Hey, your team 1, 2, and 3. That was fun. Nowadays, it's fun, but at the same time, the interaction is gone, and that's half the fun of it. But honestly, like going back to Mortal Kombat, I lost my whole wanting to play it when it went from just having fun playing Mortal Kombat to combo-ridden characters just like Tekken or whatever it was. Like, they took it and they went to combos and air juggles to where the game was like, oh, well, you studied these moves so well, I'm not having fun.
Right.
Well, and they kind of fixed that in Mortal Kombat X. Because
like I said, I haven't played it, so...
In the 360, you can beat somebody into a corner and just keep them there the entire time.
And
with
see,
Mortal
I hate
Kombat
that.
X, you can't do that. You can't do that with Mortal Kombat X. You can't.
Well, see, I'm gonna have to try it because I've never played it. I do want to try it. I've never played the game.
And Mortal Kombat X lets you choose, like, you know how you said, like, 3 different play styles and, how it's, like, really cartoony?
Right.
The overabundance of gore that comes from this game and the automatic, like, just straight-up gratuity. Because it's not, like, sexual-based anymore. It's not like, oh, they got big tits or, a nice butt. For females, anyway. It's actually, like, women are proportionate. They look that way, and they're not in skimpy-ass clothing.
So, wait, hold on. Are you telling me that they have big tits and big ass for male characters? I'm just wondering.
I mean, Total Khan. Wait. Total Khan has some really huge pecs. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
His pecs are kind of
No. I get what you're saying, but it's just one of those. Like, honestly, I love the fact that when I was a kid, Mortal Kombat 3 or whatever it was like, this is for teens, and even the stuff going on with teens, I'm going, are you sure?
Yeah.
Like, you're going, he just tore that man's arms off. Are you okay with this?
But people had a problem with the over-sexuality of females in the last one. For the one that came out for the 360.
Well, yeah, because I saw those. It was terrible.
To be blunt, people are always going to have a problem with that in one form or another.
Nowadays,
I didn't have a problem with it.
No, well, nowadays the general public, meaning the majority of people who speak out and complain the most, are always going to have a problem with anything you want to do that's different from their cookie-cutter life of this is how it's supposed to be.
And you know what the problem is? The general public and the ones who are whining, the majority of them have never picked up a controller in their lives.
You're absolutely right. The problem is those people have this weird, skewed version of the world that think everything should be, like, honestly, ever seen the movie Pleasantville? That's the way. That's the way they think. That's the way they think it should be. This way, no language, nothing.
Isn't that the movie with that really cool actor from Seabiscuit?
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy that played the heck out of Spider-Man, right?
That one guy who tried to be Spider-Man but wasn't Spider-Man, but tried to be again and it didn't work. Yeah, that guy. No, but honestly, that movie explained the gaming community to the general public outright because they were all very cookie cutter, black and white. This is the way it should be. And when something different came in, it threw their whole world off. But the difference with real world to a movie is they haven't changed. They're not going to change. They're not going to see it. They're not going to enjoy it. They're going to continue to complain, and we all have to pay the price because they complain louder than us.
Yeah, it's true. And
squeaky wheel gets the grease.
And like I said, that's why I feel like the gaming community is going down a self-destructive path.
And it is because they're going to try to change their ways eventually to please everybody. And if you try to please everybody, it's going to fail. You can't please everybody. Yeah, you can't please everybody. You have to just go after your target, be done with it, which is why I think Nintendo will still work because even though they don't have anything that's really edgy, they stuck to their guns. Granted, it sucks, but they're not changing anything. They've never had to change. Think about it. Nintendo's never changed.
But they've also never had a major problem in order to change. So
they
Nintendo
don't have a threat to change.
Well,
right. That's they've never had to change, and they never will because they don't impose a threat on anyone.
Well, the
all these others
with Nintendo is just they're run by a lot of the same people who are the ones that are speaking out against the very products they're making. So the people that are in control of Nintendo aren't trying to do anything more than what they know already works.
So later on, well, when all these people speak out against these gaming companies, and all these people go out and say, you can't do this, you can't do that, Nintendo's going to be right there behind going, yeah, they're right, you can't do that, and they'll be the only gaming company left because they were smart enough to stay behind the flack that everyone else is catching. They were like, no, you take it, I'm going to stay over here. It seems like it sucks now, but they're smart, they make so much money.
It boils down to this. It's just like with comic book movies. You go back to the 90s or very early 2000s, like everyone was like, oh, comic book movies are not a big thing. It's not a big thing. Go back, a decade before then, comic book movies were kind of unheard of. You had the B-rated Captain America, the really craptacular Fantastic Four. You had your Superman and your Batman, but for the most part, comic movies, they're just untested. There was no reason to change. It wasn't until the next generation came through and said, you know what, that was cool, but let's do this. And Nintendo's going to be the same way. It's going to be a bunch of people who are now, in suits and whatnot, and we're not going to change because we don't have to. Well, the next generation's going to come around and be like, you know what, let's go ahead and change that.
By the way,
but I mean, you're not going to sit up there and see like Super Mario like turn into like a first-person shooter, though.
That would be awesome to see Mario's fucking hand just come out and.
No. I've got a great idea. Throw Mario in the Doom universe and just have the fireballs be.
Okay, no, let's not ever talk about the Doom movie. Okay, that was just.
I wasn't.
Oh my God!
No, you wasn't talking about the Doom movie. You was talking about. Yeah.
The Doom universe as a whole. Come on.
Okay, I know. You said Doom. I saw flashbacks. I got hurt on the inside.
You saw the Rock turn into that.
He saw the Rock and he heard, "If you smell," I don't know where.
When I saw the movie switch from third person to first person, I died on the inside. Like I'm like, what the hell did I just see?
Yeah, I did too. I
was like, what?
And I really thought that was going to be cool because I was like, okay, they're paying homage to the game, and I was like, no.
But you know what? Honestly,
why did you do this?
It's comparing the Doom game to the Doom movie. It's the equivalent of the expectations that people had when Duke Nukem Forever was hyped up, and then what we actually got.
We won't speak of that game either. That's not.
We're not going to talk about that game.
No, we're not. We're not.
We're just not going to talk about that.
Look, you know what though? I'll tell you now. Look, okay. So when I played Doom on the Xbox 360, the game was great. If they had done the entire movie like that, I wouldn't have had a problem. I would have loved it.
Wouldn't have.
Yeah, because I'm like, this is great. Because honestly, when they switched to third-person mode, it looked just like the game. I was like, oh my God, it's right behind you. It was great. Yep. But the fact that they went from first to third or third to first, whatever, that's when I was like, okay, this is crap.
Right.
They should have done the whole thing. Like they should have done it through his, like honestly, like Aliens, through the camera. Like that's what you see.
Anybody see Gamer, the movie? Like with Gerard Butler? If you want to talk about going from first person,
I don't remember if I did or not.
That's probably one of the best movies that they've done it and done it well. Because literally, like, if they were going for a video game look, and the setup of their quote-unquote slayers, it literally looked like it was fresh out of COD.
I'll have to check. I don't know if I've seen that or not.
That's not that difficult to do because COD's maps are not that complex. And yes, we're getting at you, Activision. Work on that.
Oh, but, by the way,
no,
just real quick.
You know what?
Real quick. Best comic book movie ever, by the way, would have to be Tank Girl.
Yes.
Never saw it.
Oh my really?
God!
See
Dude,
that movie?
You need to go watch that movie.
That movie is the only comic book made movie that is worth a damn because they didn't even try to make sense in the movie. They made sure to make that movie as obscure as the comic book itself. They were like, you know what? We don't care. Just do it. Like things don't make sense at all.
Like, I think they were supposed to be like
that's like Deadpool. It's like Deadpool's wife.
Oh. And Deadpool better talk to the audience in the next movie. I'm just saying.
I want him to kill the directors. I want him to kill the directors. I want Ryan Reynolds at the end of the movie to step out
you know what,
the
though?
camera and just be like, "Are you serious? Are you serious with this? No."
If they now, you know what though? If they stick with the way that Ryan Reynolds played it in the Wolverine movie, granted the last part of it was crap as shit.
But that wasn't Reynolds. That was also.
I know you're right. When Ryan Reynolds was there on camera, he played Deadpool perfectly. When he was there, I'm like, yes.
Well, I love the fact that on the if you look at the behind the scenes pictures that they've leaked on the internet, they've got like little dots around the eyes, you know, for the CGI so they can map it so that it can look as close to the comics as possible with expressions and whatnot. Like, my mentality on it is if they're putting that much detail into something and they're giving Ryan Reynolds a lot of the input, which, you know, Ryan Reynolds is a big Deadpool fan. The fact that they're actually taking the time to listen to the fans, to listen to the actors, to listen to the people that actually fucking care instead of the suits and ties that think they know what we want to be spoon-fed, like, the movie's going to be great. Honestly, I think that movie's going to...
Honestly, the only other thing I could...
It's going to be the first movie to break the fourth wall.
Well, I was going to say, honestly, Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool, all he has to do, honestly, if you think about it, is play the character Deadpool just like he did Van Wilder. That way...
Yes.
No.
Yeah, I do agree with that. Yeah.
If he plays the facial expressions... If he plays the facial expressions and the way he talks, but occasionally talks to the audience, it'll be dead on Deadpool, no questions asked. Like, that is... honestly, that's Deadpool.
As far as like
you gotta throw a little blade in there, though. You gotta throw a little bit of blade in there.
What he needs to do is
my name was Hello, Fuck You. I love that.
You gotta throw a little bit of blade in there.
Of course.
But one of the things that they should really do within like the first 5 minutes of the movies, we need to have a little bit of a knockoff or a shout out to the whole origin things. Like, I like the whole murdering the directors thing, but have it be the guys who did Origin and just be like, and now that I've had my vengeance for you screwing with me, let's get on with this.
Honestly, I think in the first 5 minutes, I'm talking 5 minutes, no more, he needs to stop, look at the camera and go, "Hi, my name's Deadpool, and this is my story." Like, that's what he needs to say.
But that's what they did in the video game, though.
Right.
That's why they didn't do it in the movie, because it was so perfect in the video game. Because he was like, "Hi," like that was... He needs to talk to the audience, no matter what.
He needs to talk to the audience. That's one. That's one.
Or, even better, when someone goes to do something to him, he tries to block and stops, like the whole timeout thing. He goes, "Is he serious?" And then goes back in, like, just something real quick, just get it done.
Yeah, that little freeze frame, and then everything just stops, and he talks to you, and he goes back to what he's doing.
Think Zach from Saved by the Bell. He goes, "Timeout."
Yeah. I'm thinking Zach, and I'm mixed between Zach and Ferris Bueller.
Yeah, so we're talking. He goes, like, you have to hear him just go, "Timeout," and look at you and be like, "Is this dude serious?" Time in and like beat his ass. Like something. He has to stop.
He needs to be mid-fight and just randomly just look at the audience and go chimichanga break or something like that, and just stop, eat a taco. And...
How would you feel if they actually did that? Like, he's like, stopped the fight. Went to the taco stand down the street. You see him just sitting there, just eating a chimichanga.
Look, if he does that, that will make that movie better than Tank Girl. Right there. If he does it, it's better.
It would be.
But he's got to do that though. That's the only way.
Here's the thing. And if they do Deadpool properly, it will be fucked up. It will be off the wall. We will be dying laughing. It will not be a serious movie. Because Deadpool is not a serious character.
No, he's not. No.
Like,
You know what though?
if you want to do it properly,
it will
can't
make
a
more
traditional
money.
superhero movie.
It will make more money. It will make more money than Marvel has seen.
Like
though.
Deadpool
I
will
give it that.
Deadpool will outgross the Batman versus Superman if they do it properly.
I would hope so. That movie's gonna be crap as shit.
Because
here we go. We already covered this.
No. Did you see the trailer?
I did, and that's why I know it's gonna suck.
What the heck? Are you kidding me?
Look, hold on.
I'm sorry,
if
Wonder Woman's going to be ruined after this movie.
If Batman knows he's going against Superman, every time Batman's ever gone against Superman, he's always had kryptonite on him. So if Batman knows he's going against Superman, Superman will lose. Every time.
I mean...
He has a compartment with kryptonite in his belt for Superman. It's there. So if he knows he's there, it's game over. It's like, oh, Superman's here, kryptonite, here you go. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I don't even like DC, and I already know that's gonna suck.
I think honestly,
when it comes,
I think honestly the movie's gonna be really good. Here's the reasons why. First off, you got Ben Affleck, and I don't give a shit what anybody says. The guy can.
No, he's good. No, he's gonna do good. Don't get me wrong, he will. Also, I was telling that he's gonna do good.
We're doing a checklist for this one.
You have Henry Cavill, who was a very good Superman. Granted, the problem with
why was he crying when he killed the guy who was threatening people?
That was directing.
Okay, he was crying.
That was meant to imply a human side, and that he wasn't taking like God mode.
But it was stupid.
It was stupid, but it worked. Continue.
Hold up.
Go ahead.
It's not like he was crying because he stubbed his toe or something. The dude just took a life, so of course it's going to be overwhelming and emotional for him, regardless whether he
could have stubbed his toe. You don't know.
With like the animated series, he throws a robot copy of himself over the cliff, and he has his like, oh my god.
The problem with Man of Steel wasn't Henry Cavill. The problem was the writing writers.
So, no, he was good. He was good. Don't get me wrong, he was.
So just on that front, you have two actors that are the main stars of the film, who I have utmost confidence in. So that we can move on to the next chapter. Then you have a badass Aquaman, and that guy looks like a pissed off '90s Aquaman, and I love that. That's going to be fucking awesome. Granted, the guy's going to be a sub-character or a background character, or whatever. Like, I don't want to see a lot of them.
They're setting up for Justice League, that's why.
Right. And then Wonder Woman, I don't really know anything about her, so I'm not going to...
Dot has no business being in that role, and I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh.
Look, DC is just throwing in characters because they're trying to set up Justice League just like they did with Avengers.
I know, but casually throw her into anything.
It's because DC is trying to follow what Marvel already did, but they're doing it too late to where they're not really sure. It's because DC's not doing it right.
Here's the thing. Granted, it would be better for them to set, like the prequels or the origins or whatever. That would be better for them to do it that way. I give you that. However, the fact that they're having people do cameos and whatnot is kind of the next best thing. And given the fact that I think the movie is going to be pretty decent. I mean, you got two.
It might be. You
got two big characters go up against each other, and then if you're worried about an ensemble cast or too many characters, look at Guardians of the Galaxy. You have how many characters? And
hold on. First of all, Guardians was amazing. I'm just saying.
Yes, it was. We're not downplaying Guardians.
But I do understand what DC's trying to do. I dig it because DC saw what Marvel did, and they're trying to catch up. Honestly, they're like, okay, we need to get the Justice League involved, so we're gonna throw this movie out there, and we're gonna throw all these guys in there because they're trying to get it ready. They are, but they're doing it wrong, and it's not their fault. They're just not used to doing it. DC's always been very one movie strong of it's this character, that character. So now they're like, okay, everyone's loving the later stuff, the Justice League, the Guardians and all that stuff. So we have to get ours in there. So they're doing it, but they're rushing it. They're throwing everyone in there at one time.
See, I don't necessarily agree with you in that regard, because here's the thing: the movie's already done filming. The only thing they're doing now is like CGI shit. They've been done filming. That tells
Yeah.
me there's a lot of CGI stuff in there, and they're fine-tuning things. They can bring characters back and say, hey, let's refilm this. It didn't quite work. So in that regard, if they had been releasing it for this summer, then I could understand them rushing it. I don't think they're rushing it per se. I think they really know what's at stake, and the fact that they've played second fiddle to Marvel on almost every movie and every issue, I think they're doing it right. And again, they're slowly releasing.
They are and they're not.
Well, hold on.
But wait,
Hold on, you might want to check your time, Travis. Just so.
My only point is before this movie, before this one, they have not made a solid movie that has had cameos of any other Justice League character in it. So I'm not saying they didn't plan it with this movie. I'm saying that before this movie, they never planned it. So now that it's happening, they're like, oh, we had to get it in there. So they threw it in this movie because they realized that Marvel had been doing it the entire time. Because they have been, honestly. Marvel has been doing it since day one. Like, they've always done cameos in whether it's after the credits, throughout the movie. So DC this time has realized, oh, crap, we got to catch up. And even though it's in this movie, this is the first time they've ever really done it.
But motivation doesn't mean that they're necessarily panicking or failing.
Well, I don't mean failing or panic. I'm just saying, like, they want to compete with Marvel. So I do apologize. I'm not saying that they're panicking. I'm saying that they've realized that, hey, we got to compete with Marvel, so we got to throw in the cameos and what people love. Because honestly, people love Justice League. They love Justice League more than just Superman or just Batman.
Right.
So
with
that's why they're... Go ahead.
Guys.
Okay.
We don't have to wrap it up. I understand what this conversation is
okay.
great.
In wrap up, DC sucks, Marvel's better, and Tank Girl's the best movie ever made.
Okay, Mr. B.
Oh, hate mail. Hate
Dude,
mail.
I've just been laying back all night listening to I haven't had a dog in this fight tonight, and I'm not.
Do we have at least 2 minutes? Travis, do we have a couple minutes left? Do we have a couple minutes left?
No, we really don't.
I was going to say give Mr. B his rant time if we have it, but
Oh no, that's gas night, man. That's gas.
Yeah,
night.
that's on guys' night. That's on guys' night. All right, so Tony, last final thoughts of this whole.
I really think that DC should have waited on Wonder Woman. They're screwing themselves out of a cash cow, and they're rushing it, and the casting for Gal Gadot is absolutely abysmal, and we'll leave it at that.
All right, Vance.
I think it's a great time, regardless of... I don't think we're going to have anything like Green Lantern style type bad, but I think it may be a movie where it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I don't think it's going to be Green Lantern bad or Catwoman bad, so I don't know. I think there's a lot to go on to say it looks bright.
All right. Once again, I agree with both. I'm a Marvel guy. My final statement. I'm a Marvel guy. Before DC, I'm always gonna be a fan of Marvel. But
you middle of the road.
Wait.
Let him finish. All right.
All right.
When it comes down to DC releasing the Batman Superman movie, probably the only reason why it did not get released this year is because Marvel was releasing Age of Ultron this year.
Right.
You're not going to compete. You're not going to compete with the juggernaut of movies that has been taking down. Like, you're not going to compete with that. So you release it the year after. You're going to put it next to Deadpool. Going to put it next to the X-Men. And yeah, everybody knows X-Men is not Marvel's biggest thing.
Terrible.
Daredevil will be, and not Daredevil. Deadpool will be.
Daredevil.
X-Men is there. X-Men is there, and then you have Ant-Man. Then you're gonna have Guardians of the Galaxy. DC is trying to find a leg to stand on right now, and that's why they're rushing.
Did you seriously say Daredevil, by the way?
I really did. After binge watching Netflix.
Yeah.
That's a movie right there. That was a movie.
That was a terrible movie. Terrible.
Beavis, I'm with you on that, man. But I've already learned.
You know what? That's the only. Look,
arguing this point with Travis is like arguing with a brick wall.
Look,
man.
hold on.
Like,
the only reason why I say Ben Affleck is a good character is because he was in that movie. And the movie sucked ass, but he was good. Like, he was bad. The movie was bad, but he was good.
I'm talking about Daredevil on Netflix.
Oh, I've never seen it.
yeah,
I just saw the movie.
Then watch
Yeah,
it. It'll change your mind.
Yeah.
You said
gotta
don't
watch it.
change. Did you say don't watch it or watch it?
I said
No,
watch it.
watch it.
It'll change your
It'll
mind.
change your mind.
It's a
yeah,
great series.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll watch
yeah.
it. All right, I'll watch
It's
it.
a good series, but you're gonna have to watch quite a few episodes to watch that abomination of a movie out of your mind. I'm just saying.
That's like saying,
Watch
hold on,
episode
wait.
9.
I got about like 6 episodes in before I could
That's
even
like
watch.
saying, hey, wait a week and the food will taste better. I mean, what?
It's about right, man. Yeah.
That's not a basis of comparison for anything.
It's not.
Yes,
not,
it
not
is.
at
It's
all.
like yes, it is. It's like going out and getting some terrible Mexican food and getting sick off of it. You
Oh
don't
my
want Mexican
God.
food reliable. Even though there's some great Mexican food out there, you have to get yourself readjusted to it. That's the point I'm trying to
I
make.
can't even
Lady.
try to comprehend this at all.
Lady,
Yes, sir.
we're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna end the show here.
Yeah, we're doing so good. I was like, go on.
We can't have this run into like a 24-hour. We can run this into a 24-hour
And Mr.
thing.
Beast is
We
sitting
don't
back
talk
there
about
like, I'm gonna just chill here with my popcorn and enjoy this.
I have
He really
the
is.
whole night, man. I've been listening intently.
I have not heard ever saw Mr. B so quiet.
That quiet, yeah.
It's good, man. It's good. Like I've been listening to y'all, man. It's been awesome.
I was like, oh my God, did he have a heart attack on us?
No,
He's too quiet.
no.
We heard
You
the
don't-
thud on the ground.
You don't interrupt a good flow,
Oh.
man. If they have a good flow going, you don't interrupt that, man. You just let it happen.
Yeah, that's why I put in the chat that y'all could have gone on a few more minutes.
I didn't see that in the chat.
A few minutes would have turned
A
into
few
half an
minutes or
A
nothing
few
right
minutes.
now.
Okay.
No, a few minutes. No, it's
We got-
10:41.
If we got a few more minutes, then I got a rebuttal for your going up against Age of Ultron.
Oh
If-
God.
Go right ahead. Go
Okay.
right ahead.
All right, and I'm not trying to change your mind. I'm just saying.
Let
this
me
is
guess,
why-
Matt Damon.
All right.
Whoa.
You say the reason why they didn't let Batman v Superman come out this year is because they didn't want to go up against Age of Ultron. A
Right.
year would be still March of 2015 instead of March of 2016. So they still wouldn't be going up against Age of Ultron. You've got like 2 or 3 months difference. It's not even.
No, because
No.
originally Batman v Superman was supposed to come out this year.
It was supposed to.
It got
Right.
pushed back.
It was,
And
yeah.
they said it got pushed back because of studio time and some other technical difficulties. But if you went to Twitter when they had the whole confrontation about why the trailer is not getting, the 20-second spot that was supposed to get during the Super Bowl, or if you went to the other thing that they was talking about on freaking their Tumblr page, which was, we can't compete with Marvel. We can't sit up there and try to let this movie come out and even.
You know what? Hey,
think
they could
about-
have if they planned it out better. They screwed themselves over. They planned it wrong.
Because people knew about this movie back in 2000.
Right. What I'm saying is, honestly, like, I don't even like DC, but DC could have possibly fought against them, but they didn't. Do the right movies in the right order. Like, they just kind of rushed what they were doing, and that's why they can't compete with Marvel, because they weren't smart about it, honestly.
Yeah, but you don't do it, man. You don't fight a battle that you don't have to. Why even push
No, you
yourself
don't.
up there against Marvel? No, if you don't have to fight it, you push it back a year. All of us fanboys are still going to be money in hand waiting to see that movie, even if we have to wait another year.
You know what?
Like,
No, you're right.
it's
You don't
just-
have to. You're right. You don't have to, but you do it because I would do it myself, because I would want to see. I want to see who is better. That's how I work. I'd be like,
yeah, we
Now,
would love to see that, but they don't.
My
want that.
my question.
They want your
My
money.
question.
yeah,
They
true.
don't care about your brand loyalty. They want your money.
My question to Vance is this: because you got Ben Affleck, and you have Batman, you have Superman, you have these two actors that, and, they're good, they're great actors, and Ben Affleck, he can direct.
You can. Yep. Yeah.
Now, and here's this is where I basically break it down to. Ben Affleck is a powerhouse. He can act. He has his director. He's got that belt. He has that belt where he can do both things. When is it that you decided, hey, instead of doing a Batman movie, that we're gonna combine you with the Superman movie? And mind you, this is not Batman's movie. This is Superman's movie.
Suppose.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So
Sure. If you say so.
I mean, that's what it is. It's not Batman's movie.
That's what they're saying it is, but honestly, like nobody's going like, I want Superman. They're like, fucking Batman's there. I'm going over here.
Right, but it's Superman's movie. That's not a Batman. It's not. If you
hold on, is it called? Hold on, movie. Is it called Superman versus Batman or Batman versus Superman?
What was the question? I got confused.
Why didn't DC sit up here and take the time? Like, why didn't they take the time to access Ben Affleck's? Because at first it was just going to be a Batman movie. It was supposed to be just a Batman movie.
Well, they couldn't do that as soon as the whole thing with Ledger happened. They had no one to play the Joker that would have wanted to accept the role.
No, because they wasn't supposed to be.
Oh, Jack Nicholson, he was the best at it.
This was Ben Affleck's movie. This is Ben Affleck's Batman.
Oh, Jack Nicholson, right there. There's the Joker.
This was Ben Affleck's
Nicholson
Batman.
Came out and said he wouldn't do it again.
Yeah, I don't
this
think
is
he would.
Ben
Just out of respect
Affleck's
for Ledger.
Batman. This is not Christian Bale.
It's a completely different. It's a completely different continuity than what's come before. So Ledger and Nicholson have nothing to do with this. What was your question?
No, they don't.
The question is, why do you not let Ben Affleck sit there and make his movie? Why don't you sit there and let the director and the actor do his thing?
Because the
Why
movie.
do you tie him in with Superman?
Because they've already got a movie and a script readily already made. Because basically a lot of what they're doing is The Dark Knight Returns from Frank Miller.
My personal opinion, I think that with the split down the middle of Man of Steel, the reaction to that, not to mention we've had seven movies, big screen with Batman. I think to do a solo Bat film would be a mistake. And so I think with one movie into this universe, I think crossing over those two before going to a Justice League movie is probably how I would do it, because let's face it, having another Man of Steel movie flop would suck for both Warner Brothers and fans. Having a solo Batman movie probably flop because you're putting it out there too much, but a Batman versus Superman movie would be something that we haven't seen before, would be kind of interesting to see, would get fans talking, and would reestablish both characters. Plus, going into this movie universe, you want Ben Affleck's Batman there to show that it's not, Christian Bale's, that it's not any continuity, it's its own thing. So he's
absolutely right, yeah.
Is it the best plan? Maybe not. Yeah. I don't know. All I can say is
he's right. It's the whole. If you change it up, fans are going to say, "I want to see it."
Right.
That's why they're doing it. Because
you're not going to sit there.
Change.
It's a change up, but the thing about it is, though, I would rather have seen Ben Affleck. I wanted to see after the whole Christian Bale thing.
We won't speak of those movies ever.
I wanted to see what Ben Affleck could actually bring to the Batman.
But you're gonna find out. He's gonna be there. He's gonna be Batman. He's there.
But it's not gonna be a Batman movie.
Yes, it will. I guarantee you. I guarantee you, it's gonna be 90% Batman, 10% Superman. No. I bet you. I bet you money. It'll be. Look. At the best, it'll be 60-40, 60 Batman, 40 Superman. I bet you money.
I disagree with you in that regard. Reason being is if you watch like Watchmen or whatever, everyone always remembers Rorschach, but if you count how much he was actually in it, it wasn't all that much. This is definitely Superman's story because we've been with this character a lot, and so it's going to be told mostly from his perspective. We're not meant to get we're meant to get behind Batman, but we're not meant to know everything now. So it's kind of a way for them to,
I know, but
showing their cards.
But going off what DC is doing, DC, they know that people are backing Batman. Batman is like the thing to do, the thing to back. So they are going to. I'll tell you now, the trailers make you think one thing. I'll tell you now, the trailers make you think, oh, it's Superman. I'll tell you now, it's going to focus more on Batman whooping his ass. Anything else.
See, I don't think that's necessarily the way their mentality is, because it's like if you're already going in thinking, oh, Batman's going to be great, well then you don't have to give me a lot of Batman because I'm already going to hype it up more in my head than what you're actually giving me. So
I'll tell you what then. Hold on, I'll tell you what. I'll bet you $10.
You can show me the.
We're not betting. We're not betting.
We do not condone gambling on this show, just so the viewers know.
Who's betting? What? What's going on? What?
I'm betting you $10 the movie is more about Batman than anything else.
No.
I like how you said that. It was like,
What was that?
No.
Vance just had this tone of like complete and utter the fudge you talking about.
What you talking about, man?
Like,
What you talking about,
the
women?
thing about it is this is the real killer, because all the hype and hype either brings up a movie or it can break a movie. And I have my doubts. I started getting my doubts when I started seeing the Hulk fight with Iron Man and the Hulk.
Dude, you better shut your mouth. That's the anti-Hulk right now. You better quiet down.
No,
right now.
Wait. When I saw that, I was like, "Are you serious? You gonna give me the fight right now?" Like
Dude,
the whole fight.
Yes, they are. That's the fight right there that you need to see.
I don't need to see that. I don't need to see that
Yes, you
part.
do.
No, I don't. I want to see it in the movie. I want to see.
No, because you need to know it's in the movie. That's why you need to know it's
I already
there.
knew it was in the movie when I saw the Hulk Buster. That's all I needed. I was like, "That Hulk Buster, bam, I'm good."
Yeah,
Dude,
if you
I'm
see
kind of worried
Hulkbuster armor,
you're
you
gonna
know
have like a
it's gonna
panic
be a fight.
attack over there, Travis, or something. Damn.
What? What?
I said I'm kind of worried you're gonna have like a panic attack or some shit over there.
You're about to see Travis breathing in and out of a brown paper bag.
Dude, when it comes down to it, like
Voice is gonna get all high pitched and shit.
all the hype that goes with, all the hype that goes behind the Avengers movie. I'm still going to see Avengers. I'm still going to see it. And it's still probably going to kick Batman and Superman's ass every day of the week.
I doubt it, Travis.
But you doubt it?
I'm with you, Travis. Don't worry, dude. I'm with you, Travis.
Okay, Travis,
you doubt this?
I am
Iron Man sucks.
I am straight up Marvel.
Oh,
I am
what?
a Marvel dude, but I have to say,
Superman
as far as the films
is
go,
a punk.
I think the Avengers films are way overhyped. They're good movies, but I'll take
Even the
anything
creators
from
of
the Dark
Superman
Knight
said they didn't like Superman, which is why they tried to
over
kill
the
him
Avengers.
because they were tired of it.
Yeah.
But when it comes down to it, is like the Avengers movies, they come out periodically. They don't come out every year. It's not 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year. This is a 7-year movie almost.
Yeah.
So there's a necessary need for the hype. But
No. Wait.
Right.
7 years? No. That can't be
He
right.
He said like
2008.
7 years, okay?
It came out in 2008.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Holy crap! I did
Crap,
not.
that's a long time ago.
Okay.
Yeah, it was, man. I did not
Jen?
realize that.
Final thoughts?
Nothing.
Iron Man
looking forward
sucks.
to-
Batman's awesome.
Hey, I didn't think
My
you asked.
Whoa! Hey, sir! Hey!
My
You
final
live in
thought
Florida,
is
man.
that if you would let the reins off these guys with the whole DC Marvel thing, there would be blood on the floor by morning.
It looked like Mortal Kombat,
That's
and I know all
my
the fatalities. It looked like Mortal Kombat, and I know all the fatalities. Back forward, X down. I got you. It's done.
I could totally see Travis just like he's got my spine in his hand and he's squishing it and shit.
He's got that brown paper bag he's breathing into.
And as soon as he pulls off that move, I will stick my head in the frame and say, "Toasty!"
Yes. And on that note, guys, I think we end it right there.
Yes, let's say good night.
All right, guys. I never know how to
Good
do
night.
this, man. We don't have a rotation, so I'll start it off. I'm Bwat. It's been good, guys. It's been fun. I'll see y'all.
Yep. Let's get the new guy in there.
I'm the Beavis.
Vance.
Keep on geeking on, guys.
Tony, we'll see you guys next week, and our master of ceremonies over here.
Live long and prosper, guys, and
Really?
Marvel all the way. Marvel all the way.
Oh, we got Vance here. You had
And and don't forget to tune in again next week Friday night at 9 p.m. Eastern for Guys Night.
Lady, I'm going to throw one thing out to anybody listening. My good friend Lady is now streaming some of her Destiny gameplay. If you're lucky enough to catch her online, check it out. It's fun to watch. I play with her and I watch it myself. It's fun
And
to
I'm
watch.
I'm watching her die all the time too.
But,
Oh yeah. Oh wait.
Lady
Got stuck in a death glitch on VOG. You gotta go watch it. You gotta go watch it. Just watch it.
do you
I
want
may
to
be
throw your
streaming
Twitch out
some of
there
mine
for the
if I
guys?
can get the whole thing to work too. Actually,
Yeah, the Twitch is all caps gamers _geek _radio _show on Twitch.
Pro tip, by the time you get to the gamers geek part, it already shows up.
Right.
Thank God.
It's an autofill
I
thing.
know
It
when I
just
was-
happens once in a while.
So long.
Oh my god.
Life hacks with people.
You might need to just change it to GGR.
Yo, do you know to change it to GGR would have to go and create a brand new?
yeah, no, we're not bothering with
Yeah,
that.
we're not
This is
changing
my
it. Never mind. We're not changing it.
No,
Never mind, we're not changing
It is what it is. Just leave it alone. Whatever. It's fine.
I have a Gamers Geek Radio one, but I'd be blessed if I could remember how to set it back up. Anyhow, I want to go ahead and say thank you so much, Brandon, for coming on and joining the GGR roundtable.
Wait,
it
which
was
Brandon? Me or the other guy?
You.
You.
Oh, thank you.
I
Bwat,
think there's
you're
only
welcome.
one Brandon.
Is there? I don't know
That's
anymore.
Bwat.
It was.
Everyone calls me Beavis. You confuse me. You say Brandon.
Yes,
It
he has a name.
It was a pleasure to have you on, sweetheart.
Right now, I'm thinking of Jim Croce.
It's my it's my last name. You lean on. All right, last name.
No, I'm thinking
man.
of Jim Croce.
Jim Croce.
I have a
Are
name,
we
man.
still live?
Yes.
Yes,
Are we really?
yes, we
Oh
are.
God, I thought we were just.
I know, right?
Oh shit.
I thought we'd already gone off and it was just live. And I was
I did too.
Let's up to the top.
All
All right.
right.
It says live.
I'll
All
end it
right.
up for us. Peace, guys. Take care. This is
Bye,
Brandon.
guys.
Be
See you
great.
later.
Be good.
Thank you, gentlemen. And this is Lady Rage signing off. Yeah, we're live until you hear that part.
I
What
Okay.
part? I didn't hear anything. What part did I hear? I'm confused.
This is Lady Rage signing off.
Oh, okay.
Or unless we're
Yeah,
on
I got-
guys
I
tonight and I have to
the
like
whole,
end
like the live would lag. Like that's what I was expecting.
Dude, can I just throw something out right now? Can
What?
we please get a rotation in about how we end the show? Because I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
we need
the-
to.
No, the awkwardness is so real because
It
it's always
is.
just, alright, you guys sign off, and everybody's like quiet as church mice. They're like, don't speak up.
Well, you know what? I've never been on one of these things online, so I didn't want to interrupt somebody. Okay, I was like, oh, don't say shit, don't say
Yeah,
nothing, just
dude,
sit there and wait
dude,
for
it's
it.
not
It's like
you,
you're
it's
the
not
guest.
you. I do that
Everybody
too,
has
man.
that same
I do that
vibe.
too.
Like nobody wants to talk over anybody when it comes to getting your last bits in.
Hey
Well,
guys,
Right.
it's one thing if we're just BSing, but yeah,
No,
if
we're
it's a
not
serious if we're leaving and we're all going away, I don't want to say something wrong. Like I don't want to fucking interrupt you guys.
Yeah, I know, man. It's not just you, dude. It's everybody.
like if you want the order, because normally unless it's on Sunday, I don't start off the show. I don't start off the show.
Well, it's Sunday, so let's talk about Sunday.
Alright, let's just
So,
say
Sunday,
when I'm on the show, I'll
Lady
be the
would have to
first
actually
say
talk.
goodbye. I don't want.
What was that? What was that? Be what?
Whenever it's when we're ending the show, I would like to just be first to say goodbye. That way, I know my role and I don't have to have the last.
All right,
word.
then.
I'm
So
happy with
for
All right.
guys' night, do you want to do it? Bwat, Travis, you come in the middle, and then I'll finish, and then Lady can do.
No, I finish.
Oh, okay.
Oh, guys, night, I
it.
finish.
Oh, power stroke.
hey guys.
On guys' night, Sunday night.
Vance, what's up? Vance is trying to say something. Vance,
Why don't we
what's up,
just
dude?
have Lady introduce, like, she'll be like Brian, and then Brian can get on, say whatever, and then when he stops, she can say, Vance, and I'll come up and say it, and then says blah, 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 Tony, and then he gets on. Like, why don't we just have her introduce so then it's not as awkward, and she can kind of control the closing segment of it.
You are a goddamn genius, Gus.
You are?
Wait,
Wait.
I'd recommend
Wait.
you for officer. You are going to be a general someday. Now, just a simple you want to continue.
Wait.
Really, dude?
But ask Lady that question.
That's awesome. That's perfect.
Ask Lady that question though.
What's the question?
We don't know
How'd you
anymore.
miss
We
that?
forgot.
No, what
Like
it
I
is
sat down and forgot.
no, literally, what Vance was saying is just let you like introduce us, and then us say our little one-liner thing. Hey, what's up, or whatever, dude. And then that way, there's a flow to it.
Well,
Like
the catch.
I totally got it.
Cause she'll forget who's in the room.
Hey, I'm gonna slap you.
We have a pretty. If anything, we have a pretty set roster. Just about. Like it's just a matter of like we have a couple people that are kind of MIA for the moment, but we've had a pretty stable group at least for the last few.
Can I say this, by the way, not to interrupt?
No, you can't. No, you can't. No,
No.
you can't.
I'm
No.
saying it. Get over it. Nah.
Then
But
why do you ask?
Beavis,
Why do
is
you
this-
ask? I mean,
No, is this your first time like being on the show? I don't know. I'm
Aw.
yeah, first time. Yeah, first time. Yeah, you're right.
Beavis, you did a great job, man. Like I'm like
Yeah.
seriously impressed, man. You did awesome. I just wanted to throw that out there.
You did.
Very knowledgeable. Yeah, very knowledable.
Real quick, just so you know, I didn't know we were actually broadcasting anything. I thought we were just bullshitting.
That's a good thing. That's a
Steve,
good
I
thing.
have a question for you.
Yeah.
I posted it in Xbox Live, and it stated in chat, live now.
Okay, hold on.
How
All I saw was you said group something, and I thought Destiny. We're gonna fight something. I'm gonna die. I didn't know you meant like online kind of thing.
You did better than me.
Live
Last time I got a
now.
message that said group something, I replied, "Who's bringing the condoms?"
Look, I have found. Okay, I'm so out there now. I don't know what the hell that was.
Oh my God.
I'm kidding, man.
You will not live this
I
down,
joke.
dude.
We're all
Look,
pride. We're all
we want
pride.
this-
I have found that if I don't pay attention that much, it usually works out for my benefit.
Hey, we're geeks and gamers. We wing it like bosses. Enough said.
Except
Geeks and
for
gamers
when
are the
it
same
says
thing.
live
We're
now.
geeks and gamers who wing it like bosses. That is your intro from now on.
So wait, so then who
That is
in
your
here
intro.
is part of the Boss Guild?
I don't know what the Boss Guild is. I was
What is
actually
the Boss
just going to ask
Guild?
Vance.
The
if he
Boss
had any
Clan on
insider
Facebook?
information.
None
Are
of
you
us.
serious?
Next episode.
Oh no! Oh God,
Is it
no.
just me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You say, oh God, no, like they did something personal to you. I mean, shit.
Kind of.
Like
Long
they
story
offended
short,
you.
Blue Polar cannot run a page, and we'll leave it at that.
Hey,
I understand she can't look. Oh, trust me, I know she can't. I know. But it's actually led me to meet a lot of people who play Xbox Live, so
That's about all it's really like. It
that's
basically-
why I'm there. I'm not there to meet. I'm not trying to meet the love of my life there. I mean, geez, I'm trying to meet people who play video games.
I am
Come
so
and join us.
freaking lost right now. What you're talking
Join
about?
you. Hold on. Come join you. I've joined you. Are we not clear on this? Like, I'm here.
Beavis, if you just want to find people to interact with on a video game, do what I did last night. I broke down. I downloaded Neverwinter for the Xbox
Oh my
One.
God.
I literally-
Look.
I
I
spent
have-
hours upon hours
Okay.
in some little bar in this virtual world, just completely screwing with people.
Listen,
like it's 64 person server, dude. It's amazing.
Hold on.
Just do
I
it.
have downloaded Neverwinter. I don't want to play it because I play Final Fantasy online. I play Diablo 3 online.
Yeah.
I don't need more people to randomly talk shit to me. I don't need more of that.
All right, guys. On that note, I am out. I'm gonna call it a night. I'll see you guys next week.
Holy crap!
All right,
is
Tony,
it really
be
gonna
good.
be a
Tony.
chat?
Yes.
I still got it fresh on my brain, but tomorrow at some point, send me an email. It'll go off on my phone.
Okay.
Remind me to drop that off in the mail.
So basically, just
Oh,
subject
shit.
line: send me my Ocarina of Time.
Hey, where's
Yeah,
my game?
exactly.
Wasn't I supposed to have a code today?
I just told you a while ago that I
Yeah,
didn't
your
go
code
to
is
town,
42.
but no, I said that earlier. I don't know if you didn't hear me, but I'm pretty damn sure I said it. I said I know I forgot about you, but I didn't go over to GameStop today. Like I'm gonna.
I feel the love. I feel the love.
I didn't go over there. Sorry, I had no reason to go into town. Lady, I am literally 20 minutes from town. I'm not wasting. The
Don't
gas
worry,
to
she'll get
go to
over it.
GameStop. Yeah.
Never trust a woman crying. She's usually lying.
I game with you. I can make your life very, very difficult.
You wish.
Oh, But gentlemen, I do want to say it was an amazing show. You guys were great.
Yeah, they were great.
There
Yeah, I
was
just sat back and listened.
I would like
It
to
was
say
great.
I'm glad I could help because honestly I did not know I was part of a show.
No, you did a great job, man. I want to
Yeah,
throw
man.
that out there. You did good. I'm not gonna lie. When you first joined, the entire mic thing, like, finally Tony said something, man.
Well, no,
Like,
that's because
the
honestly it's
mic
because
was
my
going
mic.
freaking nuts, dude.
Well, no, it's because I'm using it through my phone and the phone was in my pocket. So,
yeah.
and when you guys said mic, I pulled it out of my pocket. I'm like, oh shit, because I can't get it on my Xbox. So
Right.
that's what when you guys said it, I'm like, oh, pull it out pull it out my pocket, and I just sat on the table and just talked.
Vance, did Vance bounce out yet, or is he still
What's
here?
up, man? What's up, brother?
Dude, give me some insider information. When's the next episode coming out?
Oh, it should be about end of June, maybe middle of July.
Cool.
So,
Yeah.
and then
Well, hey, if you guys want to add me something, I mean, just add me. I'm new to this whole like online talking thing.
You're talking to the wrong dude, man.
Beavis.
Yeah.
What's up?
What?
I
I'll
know
talk
lady
to you
calls
when
and
I
man.
get back on the Xbox.
What?
Hit me up in chat.
I don't want to. You anger me.
I anger you.
Yeah, that's see what happens.
Just have fun. Like I'll be 2 seconds. It's like
Lady, hey, I love when you get upset with me.
Huh?
Nothing, don't worry about it.
But no, Brian, it should be out at the maybe middle of July. We're going back for reshoots on May 8th or May 9th. It's one of those two. Like, they're still setting up dates because we got to go reshoot a couple of things, but I'll let you guys know what it is.
Well, that's cool.
Please
man.
do.
Like I say, last time we talked on the show, man, when we did the show all about that, I know you gave a time frame around them, but you had pretty much said nothing was set in stone. So I didn't know if anything had changed or,
No,
just ask.
they've gotten from what I gather, they've gotten all the outside scenes shot, and they're working on the CGI. Like I said, they were supposed to release it at SoonerCon, which is like middle of June.
Mm-hmm.
But it's from what JC, which is the producer of that show, said, it was kind of running a little bit behind. And then, like I said, we have to reshoot a couple of things. I'm not even sure exactly how much. I just know it's going to be another 39-hour day that I'm going to be up doing the shit, and then 5 hours sleep, and then back to filming. So I may not be I may have to skip a week with you guys when I go and shoot, but I will. I'm going to take my board with me, and I'm going to have GGR, and I'm going to tag you guys in it, and I'm going to hold it up in my Star Trek uniform on my bridge. So shout out from your boy here. So
I love you.
I've also been noticing your YouTube channel, man. Awesome. You post right regularly on there, man. Very regularly.
yeah, I try.
Yeah.
Well, see, the thing is, I've got like all my videos recorded for the month. Like the last time we did a group chat. I was so pumped up of just, thinking my mind was going bing, 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 bing. So I just sat and recorded, I went, changed my clothes for, the next 5 videos, and then I went and changed
Yeah.
I noticed that. I noticed that.
Yes.
Your wife
So
hate
basically,
doing your laundry.
no. When you say that, you pretty much shot them all at the same time, but you just change clothes each time to make it appear to be a different day. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
That's exactly, yeah, if you look at my Flash videos, I'm wearing the same thing in each one. And
Right.
then the Arrow ones, it's the same thing, and it's because they were all shot basically in sequence, yeah.
That's dedication, man. That's dedication. Yep.
What I really like is your whole I think DC can compete with Marvel thing. I really like that one.
Travis. Travis.
I like Gus's alive.
Travis, grab the reins, man. Grab the reins. Pull it back.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's
You
okay.
gotta grab that bag, brother.
It's okay.
What's up?
Next time, when you come back on in 2 weeks, you can give your station and the movie shout-outs. It's good.
Okay. Yeah, and dude, his own YouTube channel. Make sure we plug the hell out of that. Dude, you got a good channel, man. I think you're and I could be so off here, but you're 276 subs last time I checked. But
I thought I had my last count, because I don't ever pay attention to numbers, but my last count was 230 something. After that, I just stopped counting number wise. I was just because in my mind, I'm sitting there watching people like Jeremy Johns and Geekvolution, and I'm just I'm nothing like them.
don't hold me to this because I could be wrong, but I swear I think it's 270 something. But
right.
as of like Friday, I think the last time I was on
I
your
mean,
channel.
I can look it up.
But well, I can't. I'm using my only mobile device right now to do this.
Are you on the X1?
I'm on X1. Yeah, oh yeah, Internet Explorer's on X1, right?
Well,
YouTube's on there.
Look, the
Guys.
answer is 42.
Yeah, it's 42 is the answer to everything. I think we all know that.
I would hope so.
By the way, since we started doing the GGR roundtable regularly,
Hitchhiker's Guide. Anybody?
and the guys,
Right? Thank you.
Go ahead, lady.
since we've been doing this 2 nights a week, we have gone up in our subs too. By the way,
Yes, we have.
All right.
we're up to 80 now. And since I took Mr. Bwat's advice and made myself Twitch more, we have gone from 0 followers to a last count I was 11 when I
What's
looked
that?
this
In
morning.
24 hours? You're doing fine.
Yeah.
But the only thing is, I can't believe I didn't, and I'm surprised you got to 11 because I just figured out tonight by watching Lady stream, she didn't have her mic enabled. So when people
Well, I
would
did
talk
the
to
other
her
day.
in chat, it just
And this
reset
morning,
itself.
because like this morning when I was on with Pride, and it was just I just
Holy
kind of
shit, I feel like an asshole. I'm sorry, go ahead. But Brad sent me an email wanting me to join his rage so bad to help him out with it. And I said I was in a show and I'd do it right after. And
That's
such
okay.
a dick
Reach
to that guy.
doesn't talk that much anyway.
Yeah, I know, man, I know. But I told him I'd join him, and I totally screwed the guy over. But I'm sorry, go ahead, lady. Let me send him a message. Why?
I well, the mic was working this morning because I tried to let just
I
help
gotta go.
a friend out.
Bye, guy.
Bye.
Yeah, later.
See ya.
Yep, appreciate it, man.
Toka Priestess and my love. Anyhow, there was a sub or a follower kid actually that typed in, that he wanted me to go and help him and his friend, or if I could help his friend, and I replied with my voice, of course, and then he sent me a message on X1.
Ah, I
So-
got you.
I know it was working this morning.
Okay. Well, it's all good. I wish you could figure out, and I know there's a setting in there, I think you have to do it on the PC end to make
I
it
tried.
work.
I
know, and I don't know what to tell you to do because I'm not an expert at it. Like, I am pretty good with a lot of software, lady, you know that, but Twitch ain't my thing because I've never used it. My internet connection can't stand the stream. It just won't do it, so I'm not familiar with the software, but I wish I could help you with that, but I know
I'm having
nothing
Tony
about it.
look at it.
Cool.
He's
Did you
supposed to be figuring it out.
Hey, lady. One thing I asked you a little bit ago, and I got so busy I forgot to check back with you. Did you want the videos that I have recorded? Did you want me to send them to you?
I don't understand what you mean by that.
Like the videos that I record for my channel. I figure if you need content and you want something to just post, like I never go to anyone's channel or nothing, so I don't know what you post or what you don't post. But
I only post the shows or something that I've streamed.
I tell you what would be fun as hell, and I would love to do, but I know you don't have one. I'd love to be able to get Vance an Xbox One in the game Destiny, and just let him, do a playthrough with Vance, man. Just do a playthrough with Vance, some chill commentaries while we're playing the game, man. Like, seriously, it would be so fun because the reason it would be fun is because, honestly, let's face it, you haven't been playing games like this. Like, you definitely catch on to it, and people would be able to see your improvement through the game and this and that, and we'd also have the commentary about everything Star Wars and your show related and everything else, and I think that would be freaking amazing to do, but that's just my thought. What do I know?
I get confused with technology. Like, I figured out the reason why I couldn't get my video, like, because right now you guys can see me, visually, right?
Yes.
Let's find it. Let's look at my phone. Can I see you?
I do see you every now and again, then sometimes it goes to, like, a green screen at the bottom, but when you talk, yes, I can see you.
Because, I am so, backwards on technology. Like, I was recording the show on my Cybercam thing, and posting that, and I didn't realize that the recording, like, you can't like double record something, and so I just decided screw that and just do it with you guys tonight, on the for the camera use. But dude, I am
That's
so
sexy
backward.
right there.
What's that?
Nothing to worry about. Just no, it's fine.
But
God! I just realized something. Go ahead, Vance. Then I gotta tell lady something.
But I wouldn't know the first thing on like playing games and streaming, like all that stuff's over my head. I'm like, what? So.
Okay, lady. Third night in a row, Xbox Live is down again. Like, you can still sign on, but it's not showing any friends, and it's still having that same party glitch where you can't talk in party chat.
Oh, my son's going to be so pissed. His friend's coming over tonight, and they're both getting on the 360s to play.
Yep. I just noticed that right then, because I was going to go ahead and join your game, and it's showing friends online 0. Pretty sure that's not the case.
Well, that may not be true because I have no friends online, so it's fine.
No, dude, I'm telling you, man. Nah, this third night.
No, I have no friends. It's good.
That's not true, either.
Well, guys, I will let you guys.
Oh, Vance.
Yeah, what's up?
Did you get that message that I sent you about the NDA?
Yeah, I did. I checked my email and I didn't see anything like that in there.
I just sent it again today.
Yeah, I haven't gotten anything. I was checking it sporadically while I was at the circus, and then I checked it again while I was looking for the invite. And ironically, when the invite went to my phone, like about maybe 2 seconds after it stopped ringing, then it went to my email. So I don't know what's up with my
I see what the problem is.
Hey, I see what you look like. Sorry, I'm just
when you texted me.
What's that?
When you texted me your email, you put .com instead of .com.
What?
Mm-hmm.
I put what instead of what?
.con, C-O-N instead of .com. So when I copied and pasted, that's.
Okay, all right. I'm sorry about that. I got fat fingers, and I'm sorry.
Well, then again, that could be the correct address. I don't know, Vance. Maybe he's broadcasting from a penitentiary somewhere.
Yeah, I'm a creeper. That's what's up. But yeah, resend it to me, and I'll get that, and I'll get it right back to you, because it always goes to my phone, and it's just one of those like electronic sign things, right?
Yeah, and I'm asking that everybody print it out and then send it back in.
I thought about you the other day. That sounds kind of creepy. But no, I didn't.
Whoa, really creepy. Whoa, calm down.
I thought about you the other day, Vance, man. A buddy of mine sent me a link to a YouTube video, and I'm sure you being a huge tabletop gamer, you've seen it. But have you seen the video by, I think they're called Dead Alewives, where they do their Dungeons and Dragons thing about casting magic missile?
I don't think so.
Dude,
hold on.
Or if you can right now, like totally look on YouTube. Just search I cast magic missile, and
hold on,
and you should be able to find it. Like, people have made recreations of it, but it's so good, man.
What is it? I cast what?
I cast magic missile. Like, it's so funny, man. These dudes are playing Dungeons and Dragons, and he's like, I cast magic missile. He's like,
no,
why?
it's the old 8-bit magic missile. I cast magic missile. There's nothing but the darkness. It's the old 8-bit theater.
Yeah, but 8-bit theater remade it. It's originally by Dead
It's originally by like Skyrim or whatever. Like, yeah.
No, dude, it came out in the 90s, man. It's like by Dead Alewives. Like, I'm positive about that, man.
The group is called is called Dead Alewives.
Yeah.
And so I cast magic missile. There's nothing there. I cast magic missile in the darkness. They're all.
Yeah. He's like, why are you casting magic missile? There's nothing to attack. He's like, I'm attacking the darkness. It's freaking hilarious, dude.
Okay, Vince, did you get that?
What's that?
Did you get that?
Hold on just 1 second. Let me check.
I can see you typing on your phone. I see you. It's not creepy at all.
You want to do that again, Beavis?
I said I can see you typing on your phone. It's not creepy at all.
Beavis,
What's up?
you want to join in next week Friday for guys' night?
Come on, Beavis. You can
Do I want to? Do you want to join in next week? This sounds like a personal invite. So of course.
I am giving you a personal invite to join guys' night next week.
And ooh,
What is the address that you have?
I'll send it to you
448-1010.
on Facebook.
Oh, you sent it through Facebook?
No, I said I'm good. I'll send you that on Facebook.
Hey, lady, are you still on Destiny by chance?
No, I think I turned. Hold on.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah,
know.
that's-
Like,
Yeah,
if you
that's
were
the
gonna-
address.
If you were
Yeah,
gonna
that's my address.
no, she was tired of dying.
No, I was gonna say if you were gonna play, I was gonna try a trick that somebody told me last night. The dude I was actually playing Neverwinter with, like he told me
Was
a
it-
trick to be able to get people.
Was
to
it a
the party.
trick called not dying?
Nah, nothing like that, man.
Then she doesn't know it.
I don't know if I like you anymore, but
Ladies,
I'm just
ladies,
saying.
a good Destiny player, man. Ladies, legit. He's got this.
Yeah, apparently I'm still on.
She knows I'm messing with her. It's okay.
Well, hold on. Let me try this trick. See if it works. If it works, you should get a game invite here shortly.
Okay, but we're gonna have to go soon because my eyes are floating.
All right, guys. Well, I'll catch you guys in a couple of weeks then. All right.
All right, Vance. Be good, man.
All
So
right,
that it's right. There's like a dot in between the first two
yeah,
words.
Vance. Yeah, Vance.major@gmail.com.
And I don't know why you're not getting it.
Well, you have my regular address, don't you?
But I don't have a printer to print it out and send it.
Oh, well, is there a way you can send it to me on through Facebook and I can print it out that way?
Would I do it a PDF?
I don't see why I wouldn't. That's how I get some of my scripts.
Okay. Let me see if this works. I don't know where it would go. Would it go to my downloads?
You would go through. Are you mobile or on your computer?
On my computer.
Yeah, just go to upload or add file, and then click on that, and then it should be able to send right away. Because that's how I send music, or that's how I send songs that my brother and I do. So it should be able to upload simple PDF. And like I said, I get scripts PDF all the time, and I upload.
I mean, and that's how I sound porn too. So I mean, it should work.
You say you sell porn?
I said send.
Oh, right on.
If you're sending porn through a PDF, man, you're doing it wrong. Just saying.
Well, not that's the way they want it.
Hey, fetish, man. It's all about fetishes.
Yeah, I guess.
Right. See, he gets it. It's fine.
I guess there's that Adobe fetish, man.
You shut up, Brian. I swear to God.
I will
see,
shut
I
up.
downloaded it, but I don't know where it went to. I can't find it.
It's in your box.
Giga.
What's a nitro?
Never mind.
No, it went to a nitro. I don't know what that is.
All right, guys. I'll see you later. I'm out of here.
Yeah, take care, man.
Okay,
Yep.
bye, hon. And I gotta
How
go
do I-
too, guys.
How do I get out of here? You won't go away.
Just hit the red telephone.
No, it's not working.
There you go.
Okay. I'll see if I can have my son find it.
Okay, yeah, just send it to my Facebook or yeah. I mean, we'll figure something out.
Okay.
All right, bye guys.
All right, later, Vance. Lady, before you leave the call, let me see if this works, if you don't mind, if you're still on.
Okay. Do you mind if I go let my eyes stop floating first?
No, I don't. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Lady, are you there?
Okay, sorry.
Let,
I'm back.
let, you're fine. Lady, are you still there? Now,
Yeah.
this could just be a glitch on my end, but I just noticed right then, mess with my phone. It still says we're live. Can you double check that?
Well, here it says we're not supposed to be live once I hit that end button.
Alright, maybe it's just something weird on my screen. It's not a big thing. Alright, let me try this and see if it works. I'm gonna send you a game invite and see if it comes through even though the friends list is screwed up. There.
Maybe I hit the wrong button.
I don't know.
Because I'm looking right now, like really close, and something did click.
Still live?
Yeah, you sent it to me. I got that in.
Sweet. Alright, cool.
Yeah, I think I hit the red button instead of the stop broadcast.
So all that recorded. Oh my god, longest show ever. Longest show ever.
Oh my god.
It's fine. I'm glad I caught that. Like, seriously, or you'd have been broadcasting on into the night.
Okay, let's do this.